The voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 wow. Lift it up.
Girl, I was on here trying to fix my hat. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Come on in. Get the lights up. I was in here trying to fix my hat before we came on stream. It's just not, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just not hatting. The hat not hatting. I don't know why, but either way, come on in. We're going to figure it out. Come on in, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to each and every one of y'all. Listen, it was a rough morning for me, y'all. I went to sleep, it was raining. I woke up, it was raining. Then I got mad. I don't know. It's just been a rough morning for me, but I'm here and I'm so happy y'all are here. So come on in, get the likes up on the video. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the Morning Joce. Please make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure y'all hit the like button. And replay gang. Make sure y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about today's Joce. Now, we got a Joce today, and we're going to get into it. But before we do that, let's get right on into the morning announcements. Black America, I hope you're here, and I hope you're listening. It is very imperative that you do your genealogy. That's the only way to escape this prison that they about to put us in, okay? You have to do your genealogy. Please do your genealogy. All it is a family tree. So all you'll have to do is just figure out who are the people who came before you, what generations came before you, and who were they, and where did they go, where did they come from, and things of that nature. This is going to save you. Identity is the first key and step to freedom. So please do your genealogy, Black America, if you don't do anything else. Also, ground, meditate, pray. Ground, meditate, and pray. These are the three things that we need to be doing in today's time. And in these times, we need to be praying, grounding, and meditating, because we got to get back in touch with the Most High God, because we are under heavy, not only spiritual warfare, but just warfare, period. We about to talk about this biochemical warfare that we about to be up under when we talk about this damn cruise ship and this Hantavirus. The only way you're going to be able to escape these things is through your grounding, meditating, and praying. You got to get back close with the Most High. So please, y'all, if you're on here and you're absent from God, you are absent from everything. So please, ground, meditate, pray. Ground, meditate, and pray. What else I wanted to say? I want to add this part. This is extra lanyard, but let me add this part in. Braids is not for bald head girls. This is a random note, but I need to add this part. So nobody told me that when you bald head and you put braids in, the braids fall out. I went outside to sit in my chair and I thought it was a snake. Whole time it was a braid. You know what I'm saying? And I realized it's because when your hair's short, it don't grip on that little end part. and then it come unraveled, and then boom, there go the braids. So now I have to worry about my hair falling and celebrating the season of fall in the middle of spring. So here it is. I'm gonna go back and try to retouch these bitches and tighten them up a little bit. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I was planning on doing all kind of stuff with my hair when I get the grease. I'm gonna have to rethink that. It's gonna be ponytails. Ponytails. Cause when I tell you I saw that braid sitting on the chair, I wanted to die. I have never had that happen to me. As a matter of fact, I used to see braids in the street and be like, how the hell somebody braid came out? Now I know. So yeah, if you're bald head, braids ain't for you, fat. You gotta pick a poison. It's gonna be braids or bald head. It can't be both. I'm telling you, you can do the braids. It's just not gonna last you long. These bitches been in 2 weeks. And they about to come out. Girl, I got to go sit and redo these things. They've been in 2 weeks. And when I tell you they hanging on by a wing and a prayer, I ain't used to that. They say do the rubber band method. I would, but the rubber band dry your hair out. And I don't want to break my hair off. My hair is doing so well. So I already have an appointment scheduled for when I come back from vacation to get my hair cut and done again. So I can't wait until that happens. But yeah, I just gotta last until I get back from Greece. That's all. I gotta last till I get back from Greece. Ever thought about doing deep finger waves? So apparently I have natural hair and it's super curly. And the girl told me that it'll be hard to do the deep waves because my hair is super natural and curly. Now I'm gonna be honest. I think that it's still possible. Even though I'm not a hairdresser, I believe that it's still possible. But at the end of the day, we gotta see. I would have just not did the braids, but I do plan on baptizing myself in that Grecian ocean, that ocean or whatever that is sitting up there by Greece. And I don't want to have to dip my head under and come up looking like buckwheat. You see how they go? I don't have a hairstylist traveling with me. And I'm not real keen on doing short hair. So with that being said, yeah, you know, and that's another thing too. Thank you, Tip, for saying that. I don't want to fight my curls. I want my curls to go naturally the way they're going to go. So, you know, I'll figure it out. I'm natural, girl. Natural. But anyway, come on in, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. We got a few things to discuss. I know y'all saw the thumbnail. I know y'all saw the thumbnail. Didn't I tell y'all yesterday that the cruise thing is set to spread the next panorama? I know what I said. I was there when I said it. I said that the first day we talked about it. I said it yesterday. Then I also told y'all it was all part of the plan. I also told y'all last year that we're going to have another panorama. I know I told y'all last year because we talked about it for weeks and weeks at a time. I know I said it. Well, guess what? The outbreak of the Hantavirus that was contained on the ship, it turns out now there are people who left the ship. I don't know how they did that and got to airports, and they are in Switzerland, America, and a few other places. They are already starting. The clears are already pulling out their N95 masks. So get your things together. It is time. We are here. Okay. It is time. We are here. Listen, I don't want nobody on here to get scared. I don't want nobody on here to feel no type of way. This is what preparation is about. And when you understand this system, this matrix, you don't get really afraid of these things because you kind of already know that they're coming, okay? So I'm telling y'all now, it's here. They already on Twitter with the mask on. So get ready to be down at the nearest beauty store getting your mask because they about to be hollering, oh, you can't come in unless you got a mask, or oh, you can't do this, that, and the third. It's coming. It's on the way. It's on the way. So get ready. I don't know if the Hantavirus is gonna be the big one to blow it up, but I do know it's coming. Okay. So prepare yourselves. If you my age, we done been through hella everything, girl. We done been through monkeypox, girl, COVID, everything else. So this is, you know, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Just prepare yourselves accordingly, okay? Then we got to get on Simon, Gubadia, and Porsha. Apparently, Simon's ex-wife Phelan finally came out and spoke about how she already knew Simon was screwing Porsha, but we been knew that. Then we got to get into Tyla is mad because Rhianna gave her the cold shoulder, and she got mad, and all of the Africans, the South Africans, are mad or whatever. Then we got to get into Charleston White. It's a few things we're going to deal with Charleston White on. Number one, Charleston made a video about how black men can make things right in the society. And he started off by telling black American men that they need to apologize to the women they hurt. And that caused a big uproar on the internet. One thing I saw as the uproar was caused was a whole bunch of black American women saying, see, now y'all see what we deal with. You see. And I couldn't help but sit there and think to myself, I know you lying, black American women. I know you lying. Black American women nor black American men can point fingers at anybody. And we're going to joke that today. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are, because we are equally responsible and accountable for where we are today. So we're going to get on that. Then we also got to get on Charleston White talking about, well, he sold his soul. Okay. And we already know that, but we're going to get on that. And then we also got to get on Charleston's genealogy. So apparently he was on a live with that boy. We know the truth now. And he was explaining his genealogy. And when the man was trying to explain some things that he could have gotten wrong in his genealogy, Charleston got upset, hung up on the dude and was like, you can't tell me. One thing about an ignorant nigga I want nothing to do with. You know, Charleston is the same type of nigga who would tell other niggas, that's why I don't talk to y'all niggas, because y'all don't listen. He the same type of nigga. But, you know, we all are hypocrites in some way, shape, or form. And we going to get on that and a few other things. So come on in. Get the likes up on the video, and let's get right on into the morning jokes. I hope y'all are doing well. It is Thursday. Thank you, Daisha, for being a member for 12 months. Says Rise and Shine family. We lit. Fendi facts. Okay. We are definitely lit. If we on this side of the ground, we are good. Okay. So thank you, Daisha, so much for those kind words. I definitely needed it. Okay. Now, I got to do love and hip hop today, but I do want to come back and talk about Blueface and how he literally came out and said the truth of what we already knew, that he was basically lying, keeping Junior, or saying that he was Junior's dad for the algorithm. We gonna joke that today. I don't care if I gotta move some stuff around. We're definitely joking that today. Meet me down at the dollhouse this evening, okay? Meet me down at the dollhouse. I'm sorry. Okay. Now let's get into, it is very gloomy, huh? Why it's so ugly outside? The sun look like it want to come out now. It's gloomy, and they say the weather gonna be bad for a few days. Hold on. What they say the weather gonna be like where I'm at least. At least it's done raining today. They say it's supposed to be a 5% chance to rain tomorrow, but Saturday they say it's supposed to rain. So I don't know, child. I don't know. Saturday and Sunday is definitely gonna rain. It's gonna be warm, but it's definitely gonna rain where I'm at. I don't know, child. It started raining last night, and then I woke up this morning and it was raining. I love the rain, so it's not even that. I actually love rain. It's just that, I don't know. I understand that what the powers that were are doing is very important to their mission. They need to block us from the sun. That's what it is. That's why you see all of these planes flying with these damn chemtrails. I told y'all yesterday, they really is up there leaving weather. That's why after they fly, the next day it's either cloudy or the next day it's raining, okay? They are literally manipulating and dictating the weather because they understand that a lot of us Black Americans and melanated people across the globe are waking up and we're realizing we got to go back to nature, which is the trees, the sun, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I believe they continue to mess with the weather, continue to block the sun out with clouds and put the fake sun in. Yeah, all that HARP stuff. That's all of that, But you know what? They can't be God. So we just got to make sure that we are vigilant on what we need to do, which is ground, meditate, and pray. Also, let me say this before we get into Babe is the new wave. Babe is definitely the new wave. If you are interested in supporting the doll, make sure y'all hit that link pinned to the top of the chat and get y'all some Babe gear. Black Americans versus everybody. I also have some of my ancestors don't play about me stuff. So hit the doll, hit the link, man, hit the link. Also, one more thing, and we get into the show. Next Wednesday evening, I will be flying out to Greece. So I will not be here Thursday. I may not be able to do a Joce Thursday, Probably not. But Friday, I will definitely try to Joce y'all from Greece because I do want y'all to see it. It's going to be my first time seeing it as well. So I will be going live from Greece. I bought me the little microphone that you pin on you. And I think that should be good. So we're going to be out there in Greece. And I'm a stream from there so y'all can see, okay? So make sure y'all pull up Friday for the jokes. Now, I may not be able to do Educational Friday, but I will definitely be able to Joce y'all Friday from Greece. So make sure y'all pull up for that. All right, let's get into a few things. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody in the chat for being here because y'all don't even have to be here. So thank you. Now I want to get into a few things. Let me see. Do I even have any honorable mentions today? Hold on. Because I may have some. I hope y'all are doing well, though. Seriously. Hold on one second. Scroll back. I do have a couple of honorable mentions. Let's start with EJ Johnson. Okay, let's start with EJ Johnson. Now, I don't know who died and left EJ Johnson the fashion police. But let me just say this. Number one, he get on my nerves. And he get on my nerves because he don't always be wrong. It's just like, shut up. I don't know why. It's not even that what he be saying be wrong. Because even what he said about the bags, when he was like, girls, the big bags don't go with you out at night and dinner and all that stuff. He was right. But still, part of me just be like, shut your big, long, lanky behind self up. But at any rate, this time I agree with him a wholehearted %, right? So he basically talked about the Met Gala. Gala is what I call it. He talked about the Met Gala, and he talked about how everybody looked a mess, and he wasn't lying. Now, some clear woman, he said, ate it up. I don't know the theme, and I don't know how them people be dressing down there, so don't get me the line. I feel like the lady he talked about looked a mess too. But he is giving his opinion on the Met Gala, and it does make sense. Let's get into it, y'all.
Talk about the Met Gala. We need to talk about it. The graveyard that this event has become. Oh my God. It just was just that. It's just like all the looks were just awful, on awful and awful, and then a little more awful. Okay, hello, everyone come in. I'm sitting here and I'm looking like, you know, in my Norma Desmond Sunset Boulevard look. I think those are the girls we have to look for. We have to look for the girls who are actually coming.
You know, and I don't mean to cut him off, but let me just say this. I find that some black men, some black gay men, and a lot of black gay men who get into certain money statuses, y'all get infatuated with clear women. And it needs to be studied. So often I see black gay men, whenever they get into their element, the first thing they want to turn into is a clear white woman. I think that there's some sort of mental impairment there. And it ain't just EJ Johnson. Funky is the number one contender to want to be. Every time you turn around, he holler, because I'm an old white woman. I'm an old white. They have this weird, crazy infatuation with these clears, and it definitely need to be studied. What I can guess and assume is the same way some black men love clear women to screw, the gay ones love them to be them. My ex, my baby father / husband, ex-husband, I'll never forget, before we even knew his little brother was gay, he was in love with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was infatuated with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And before we knew he was gay, I thought he had a crush on Buffy. Whole time, he turned out to be the biggest punk this side of the Mississippi. He wanted to be Buffy. What's the point in this? Y'all black gay men who want to align yourselves with dumbass white women, y'all really think that be a flex, and it's not. It's really not. Oh, I'm sitting here in my and this inspired this. Them clear women don't inspire shit. Everything they got from everybody else. But again, I don't want to go too far. I'm just saying all that to say it definitely needs to be studied. But I'm gonna let him finish.
And doing it, even if we're like, who's that? Or like, I have to go look up this person, because that's going to be the next wave of the bomb people, of the cool people, of the style people, the people that are getting it right. And we have to just give it to the people who are getting it right and not worrying about the names, because the names are not naming. The big names are not naming, and we have to let them not name and name some new people. So let's get into the name game. The only one who came to work was Emma Chamberlain, honey. And she gave us that vintage Mugler, which was so beautiful on her. It was the pixie cut with the makeup, and then also the hand painting on the gown that made it look like it was painted on her body. She was in theme. It was just a win, and it was like a landslide win because no one else was even trying. And I think what's also interesting that I noted was like, you have all the heavy hitters, right? The ones that usually dominate the carpet. You, Beyonce and Rihanna and Kim, and they all fell short. And it's a very hard day. It's a very hard day, especially for me to say that about Rihanna. And I know she's been going through a lot, but like, let's go back to the guaupe and the yellow cape that was cascading down the stairs all those years ago. I mean, it was bomb. The It Girls too, and your little Zoe Kravitz and your Hailey Bieber and your, Gigi Hadid Do It. And they just really weren't doing it either. It was very just like, whatever. I think there's a lot to be said about this whole Jeff Bezos situation. It's just dragging it even further. A lot of people were upset. Vibes were not vibing at the Met Gala. The vibes were not vibing. It was the graveyard. And then, the real kicker for me was Beyonce comes in at the end, honey, like the Grim Reaper child, dressed like Skeletor, honey, and just was there to break all the souls and then take everyone down to the underworld. Yeah. Let the nightball go. I'm gonna shed a tear right now, if I can. Okay, no, never mind. We need to talk about the Met Gala. We need to talk about it. The graveyard that...
Who called this man Men on Films? That was funny, because it do look like Men on Films. It's kind of like In Living Color was projecting the future, because in that Men on Film segment, that's exactly the theme, right? Oh, but let me just say this. He's not lying about the celebrities. They all looked a mess. Rihanna looked at a mess. Beyonce looked at a mess. Who else he said? Everybody looked at a mess. Kim Kardashian, that shit was plain. It looked like a bodysuit and somebody draped a little piece of something around the bottom. You feel what I'm saying? They looked at a mess. He's not lying. He's annoying, but he's not lying. We got to be able to understand both things can be true at the same time, okay? At the end of the day, they all looked it horrible. Every last one. Rihanna's dress was the worst of all. It was. I don't care how much y'all like that big forehead girl. That dress was horrible. Beyonce's dress, horrible. Nothing about that was fashion. It was just horrible. It just was. It was. And I think that we need to acknowledge that. Now, EJ, get your long ass off of here, punk. Okay? Y'all get the lights up. Now, we got to get into Kodak Black arrested on drug trafficking charge after police allegedly found his fingerprint on a prescription bottle inside a car he wasn't even riding in. Let's make this make sense. It says, neighbors, Kodak Black is back behind bars after being arrested in Florida on drug trafficking charges connected to a 2025 case. According to TMZ, why they always know. Kodak was booked into the Orange County Corrections Department on a charge related to trafficking MDMA, also known as methyl meth. What the hell is that? What is, Girl, wait. What the heck? I ain't never heard of that. What is MDMA? A synthetic psychoactive drug with stimulant and hallucinogenic properties, commonly known as ecstasy or Molly. Oh, well, when you put it in a scientific term, it increases energy, pleasure, and emotional warmth, often causing sensory distortions, primarily used recreationally. It poses significant risks, including severe hypothermia, dehydration, and mental health issues. So it's X Molly, XTX, X, and Roll Atom. What is a Roll Atom? Girl, let me get out of here because I don't do no drugs. Roll Atom is all of that. It says, however, Kodak's attorney, Bradford Cohen, says the rapper wasn't even a passenger in the vehicle tied to the case. Cohen claimed the arrest was part of a coordinated surrender linked to a November 2025 traffic stop where another person was inside the car and police searched it. The lawyer says officers allegedly found a bag containing several items, including a bottle of prescription cough syrup that reportedly had Kodak's fingerprints on it. Despite that, Cohen says the case has a weak legal basis and plans to fight the trafficking charge in court. Cohen also told TMZ that he believed the case should have never been filed in the first place. As many already know, this isn't Kodak's first run-in with the law. The rapper has previously faced arrests tied to drug possessions, weapons possessions, assault, battery, and trespassing. Now, let me just say this. I didn't know they can come and arrest me for my fingerprints being on a pill bottle. I didn't know you could do that. You know, I'm pretty sure that is illegal. If they stop the car during a traffic stop, number one, who ordered the fingerprints? What? Don't do a judge have to sign off on fingerprints? Who ordered the fingerprints for them to fingerprint a goddamn bottle? I thought the way the law worked was whoever driving, if nobody gonna claim it, nigga, it's yours. When did it go from we all get to say it ain't ours and then we go back and do the fingerprints to see whose it actually was? When did that happen? And fingerprints don't necessarily mean that's who it was. Hell, I done picked up a lot of things that I don't do. I done picked up all kinds of stuff. Now, one thing I will never pick up that don't belong to me is a weapon. You never see that happen. But I'm talking about I done grabbed some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do that shit. Somebody done came up to me with some X. Let me see that. Yeah, y'all know I'm inquisitive. I be wanting to know. So I remember when X and Molly and all that shit first popped, I needed to see. So I had somebody let me see it in my hand. I needed to see what the hell all this fuss was about. And guess what? I didn't take it. So what if somebody had found my fingerprints on the bottle and been like, Voodoo, you going to jail because this your stuff. This is crap. This is crap and a waste of the legal people and a waste of time and a waste of money for the citizens. He should be able to get off on this, and we should definitely, keep an eye on this, because if they're trying to do this type of stuff, we have nothing left to look forward to. And let me just say this. The more every day, let me go back. Every day we're finding out and we're seeing that the rope is tightening on us. What do I mean by that? The more, put it in the chat or put a 3 in the chat if you've been paying attention. Have y'all noticed that more and more things are being AI controlled or automated controlled, or, and I'm not saying that we weren't already under AI and robots and all that stuff, but it seems like every single day, more and more stuff is being AI controlled. More and more stuff is being automated. It's less people, more AI. The reason for that is because I told you machine is going to run everything and man is going to be unemployed. Elon Musk been told us that, right? I'm saying all that to say they're literally trying to tighten the rope on us, but slowly, gradually, and they're going to do it with convenience. They're going to tighten the rope on us slowly and gradually, right? All the way up until we're comfortable. And by the time we look up, we're already locked down as slaves. It's happening. So when you see all of this, I didn't used to have to do this. Now I got to do the automated system. That is another step toward your slavery. You got to know it. You have to know it. And this is not a scare tactic. I'm just telling y'all the God's honest truth. The more automated AI crap you see is another step toward your slavery, your prison, your imprisonment is what it is. Okay, so please, 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 be careful of that. And this is another thing too. I see a lot of Black Americans talk about how often y'all talk to ChatGPT. Oh, you better get off of that. Y'all better stop all that overindulging in this AI. I'm telling you, it is not designed to help you. Y'all going back, y'all talking to the AI, y'all having whole conversations and all of that. And I get it because I done beefed with the AI too, but it was about a thumbnail. But y'all be on this bitch 90 going west. Hey, chat or whatever it is. What you doing? Y'all better stop that. Y'all better stop that now. ChatGPT don't know the answer to everything. And the more you rely on ChatGPT to give you the answer, the more into slavery you go. I'm telling you, because now what you're doing to your brain is you're releasing your own cognitive abilities to create your own thoughts, and you're relying 100% on an AI automated system. Y'all better cut back on that AI shit ASAP Rocky. They're going to get in y'all head and have y'all jumping off the bridge. Watch. They're going to get in y'all head and they're going to have y'all jumping off the bridge. They're going to have y'all minds in prison, and y'all ain't going to know what hit you. Y'all, I'm fasting from YouTube. It sounds like some of y'all need to be fasting from ChatGPT. It sounds like a couple of y'all need to go on a 3, 7, or even a 30-day fast from ChatGPT and all of this AI stuff. Y'all better be careful. Please, I get it. We got to use AI. We have to use it for certain things. That's not what I'm saying. But y'all getting too comfortable with the AI. Okay. Be mindful. Bro. I only use it when I absolutely need to. And the only time you'll ever see me on AI is for these regular ass thumbnails. That's it. I don't need AI and ChatGPT and all these. I'm good. I'm old school. I'll go down to the library and do the research. I'm old school. I go up to the place and find out myself. I'm old school. I'm not like that. And again, I am I ain't gonna say very proficient, but I'm good on AI. I know how to work it. But I'm telling y'all now, remember we talked about the AI who had that kid kill himself? Be careful, Black America. Be very, 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 very careful. Please. Convenience is going to kill you. Convenience is going to kill you. I'm going to say it one more time for Dr. Umar's sake. Convenience is going to kill you, Black America. Let's move on. I ain't going to beat the dead horse. Let's move on. All right. Now we got to get into Vlad. Let's get into Vlad versus 6ix9ine. Now, that wasn't no stupid kid. Let me tell y'all something. Where does Bond say that had to be a stupid kid? That was not a stupid kid. If that's the case, they got stupid adults all day on AI, all day long. How could the kid be stupid for listening to AI when adults can't function without it in 2026? That kid wasn't stupid. He fell victim to mental manipulation. That's what he fell victim to. He wasn't stupid. He fell victim. Y'all, some of you niggas don't believe fat meat is greasy. That's what it is. Some of you niggas don't. Y'all, it's a lot of niggas gotta touch the stove. I'm done with it. I'm off it. It's a lot of niggas gotta touch the stove. Go ahead on. When you get burnt, don't bring your ugly ass over here. A lot of niggas gotta touch the stove. I done said what I said. Those with ears to hear will hear, and those with eyes to see will see. I'm not trying to wake no zombies up. That ain't my job. That ain't my calling. The dead is conscious of nothing. I'm going to say it one more time. I learned that being a Jehovah's Witness. The dead is conscious of nothing. And I don't mean the actual dead. I mean the walking dead. The dead is conscious of nothing. It's your life, not mine. I'm moving on. Let's move on. Yeah, let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. All right, now we're going to get into 6ix9ine and Vlad TV. So we all know 6ix9ine, Boosie, and Vlad got this thing going on because Boosie feels some type of way because he asked Vlad for an extra $5,000 and Vlad refused to pay him, okay, for the podcast thing. Well, 6ix9ine had came out and said he got $50K and all kinds of money, and they're still discussing it. Since then, Boosie has went off and started his own podcast. Have any of y'all watched any episodes of Boosie's podcast? Has any of Boosie's podcasts come out yet? Somebody drop down in the comments. Let me see. Did Boosie's podcast ever come out? He launched his own podcast, the first 90-minute interview where he answers the questions. It's on TikTok? Huh? It's on his personal Patreon, allowing him to charge for content as shown on this Instagram post. Oh, he on Patreon.
Launched to Patreon, and
Did you buy it?
I bought it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
$6.
This
Check out
lad.
the interview. He has someone that kind of sounds like me asking questions, but it's not me. There's no follow-up questions. There's no interjection. It's a little bit.
We read that. We heard that. Okay, so Boosie has a Patreon. So I haven't seen any of the episodes, which is why we haven't seen any. I ain't gonna lie. If I was Boosie, I'd chop up some shorts and put it out so the people could come to the Patreon. That's what I would do. If I was Boosie, but everybody's different. Okay, so since then, Boosie has went off and did his own thing, and it seems like Vlad hasn't been able to get over it, right? He has been on since then comparing Boosie's podcast and all these other podcasts to his stuff because he can't believe these Negroes would be independent without him. Let's get into it, y'all.
Hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. So a lot of people want to say they franchise players, they put up numbers, they do big stats. Check this out right here. Look at this. Look at this. 10 hours ago, 204,000 views. Tekashi 6ix9ine, clip number 1, part 1. Not even a big clip yet. We're not even talking our shit yet. But look at that. Look at that. 204,000. About to be a lot more than that. You heard? Peace. Hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. So a lot of people want to say.
So here he is trying to compare himself to Boosie, you know, and all these things. Sir, we don't care. We truly don't care. Vlad does not give us hip hop news anymore. He's old school. Vlad was pandemic hip hop news. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't give a damn. And whoever over there watching it, oh, well, like, we not tripping Vlad. Like, ain't nobody trying to sit up here and say that Boosie's platform is going to be bigger than yours. Remember, Boosie's platform is behind a paywall. The only way you can truly compare Vlad's platform to Boosie's is if they are both equally easily accessible, meaning they both are not behind a paywall or they both behind a paywall. But you can't compare your free numbers to his paid numbers. It's an unequal, it's unequivocal, if that's even a word. It's not equal. Okay, you cannot compare paywall numbers to free numbers. Now, I don't have to pay to click on your video. So your impressions, your click-through rates, and all that stuff is going to be way higher, obviously. But when you got to pay and log into an app and then click on the video, that completely is different, okay? Right. Thank you, Simone. If Boosie gets 2,500 views, money-wise, he made his money back and made more money than Vlad probably. See, let me say this to Black Americans. It's not always about what's most popular, okay? If Boosie's goal is to make another set of income, then him using this Patreon is actually perfect. And the reason I'm saying that is perfect is because it's not like he's trying to be famous. He's already famous. He's taking the crowd that already rock with him and saying, hey, y'all come pay me out your pocket. And honestly, I'd rather take 2,500 paid subscriptions than 100,000 or 1,000,000 people on YouTube. Because as long as them 2,500 people continue to pay them prescriptions, I'm good financially. And we're talking about even at $5 a pop. Let me see. And I'm pretty sure it's more than that. What's 5 times 2,500? You're looking at $12,500 in a month. That's if 2,500 people pay a subscription every month. You're looking at $12,000 a month. Just off of him having the one Patreon. Listen, the point is this, and I'm not saying Vlad not making no money. He's obviously making money. But what I'm saying is he's trying to make the comparison as if there is one to make. There isn't, Vlad. You're a clear man who used all of Black American and you're all used up. Okay, you're over here on YouTube still trying to keep your head above water. What you need to be doing is comparing your numbers to the Art of Dialogue. Or you need to go compare your numbers to real life street stars. Or what's them other boys with the blue couch? You need to go compare your numbers to the people who are in your league and do what you do. Because even though Boosie do a podcast, it's still a different level of podcasting that he do. Go compare your numbers to them Black people on YouTube who making that bag. I bet you won't do that. Sit your white ass down, Vlad. We don't want to hear all that ugly ass shit. Now let's move on. Okay. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Right. Like, what's tea? Like, what's real tea behind the scenes? Like, why he's so pressed? You want to know why Vlad is so pressed? I'm going to tell you exactly why Vlad is so pressed. It's the same reason why that white man from Mr. Tenderism kept coming back on here saying you don't need your meat to fall off the bone. What happens is when these clear men get these Negroes, their favorite Negroes, it's kind of like, think of the slavery days. And I'm talking about in theory of it, right? When they get their favorite Negro, they hold on to them real tight. And nothing is worse than them losing their favorite Negro to independence. They don't even like losing their favorite nigga. Let's be clear. But if they have to lose them, they'd rather lose them to another cracker than to lose them to their own self. So if you wonder why Vlad is on this bitch windmilling with his head down about who got the numbers, it's because every night he lay his white head to the pillow, he can't believe that nigga went independent without him. It bothers him. It's the same thing with the tenderism white boy with Mr. Tenderism. They don't like that. Because remember, the whole thing is for you to believe you need me. That's the whole point of these white boys. The whole point of them crackers is for to make the nigga believe without me, you're nothing. So the biggest get back on them crackers is to do it without them. Does that make sense? So that's why he around here windmilling with his head down about the numbers, because what he's trying to say is, aha, nanny boo boo, I told you without me, you're not going to do as well. But again, we have to ask Boosie, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for numbers or are you looking for money? And if he's looking for money, Patreon is the perfect place for him to be. And he's going to make his money now and he going west. More than the money Vlad was making or giving him. He's going to make more money than Vlad was giving him. So technically, Boosie won. He's not fighting for the numbers. Like I said, Vlad, go fight all the dialogue in them. Go compare your numbers to the real life street stars and the blue couch people. And go put them numbers together and then come back and talk to us. There you go. Until you do that, shut your white ass up. Okay? Let's move on. Get the likes up on the video. Now we got to get into this little tea. Real Housewives of Potomac star Wendy Osefo loses her battle in the $400,000 fraud case. Let me just say this. From what I read, and I didn't read a lot. Matter of fact, I'm going to go pull it up because I don't want to even mispronounce or misquote this thing. Wendy Osefo and her husband court battle. All right. Let me see if what the latest article says. Hold on. Now, for y'all who don't know what was going on, apparently Wendy Osefo is an African Nigerian woman who came to the Real Housewives of Potomac trying to cosplay a Black American, right? She came as the African, and once she saw the educated African wasn't getting her any social currency, she flipped all of the educated African stuff out of the window and turned into a cosplaying Negro gal. She went got her face done. She went got her titties done. She went got her ass done. She went got the whole BBL. She came back and threw her degrees in the trash and tried to compete amongst the real women to be them. And it just didn't work. And in this competing, remember, it's about keeping up with the Joneses. In this competing, her and her husband allegedly had a fraud case with insurance. So apparently they went out of town to Jamaica for some sort of vacation and their house was robbed. Then they went in, filed a police report. They went and filed a report with the insurance company, and the insurance company is definitely going to investigate because it was almost $400,000 worth of things being stolen. When the insurance company investigated, they found out that Wendy and her husband lied about the entire robbery. According to them, they said that they set up the robbery, and not only do they know they set it up, Wendy was seen spotted with some of the things she claimed the robbers took. This happened when all on Watch What Happens Live or something like that. All that just with the stuff she claimed the people took. Now, because of that, her and her husband have been facing these legal charges. I believe they should be deported. Yes. I believe Wendy, her husband, and all three of them children. If they got a dog, send the dog too. I think everybody, especially that Ma and hers, All of them need to be deported. And let me tell you why. When you come to America as a foreigner and you want to come here and commit crime, your ass needs to be deported back to where you came from because you don't know how to come here and be a trusted citizen of society. So in my opinion, if I had a vote, not lock them up. You ain't even got to lock them up. Let them free. Pack your bags, fat. You, your husband, them children, and the dog. If you got a bird, pack that hoe up too. All y'all gotta go. And I said what I said. I don't give a damn who feel no way about it. And if you feel played, bitch, bust a head. I said what I said, okay? I think they ass need to be deported. I don't give a damn how many degrees they have forgot. I don't give a damn where she worked at. I don't give a damn who she know. Not lock them up, pack their ass up. That's just me. But at any rate, so here it is, Wendy Osefo. This is alleged from this T page. It says, the T is a judge just ordered Real Housewives of Potomac's Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Long, Lord have mercy, Eddie, to hand over their financial records. The couple is facing 16 charges for allegedly faking a home burglary to score a $400,000 insurance payout. What are your thoughts? Let me just say this. What we know is they have to turn over their finances so that the government can see where they lied at, which is not going to be hard to prove because all you got to do is look at her. She's stupid. This is, mind you, Wendy has about 4-5 degrees. How many degrees she got? That's why I tell Black America, stop looking up to those of us in our families, in our neighborhoods that are the most educated and thinking they're the most smart. Education and smarts are two different things. I'm going to say it one more time. Being educated and being intelligent and or smart are two completely different things. Anybody can be educated. Education is only a simple form of indoctrination. That's all it is. Anybody can be educated. You can educate a dog. Education does not equal intelligence. Education does not equal smarts. She got about 4-5 degrees and this much common sense. Now you tell me. All them degrees and this much common sense. So I think they ass needed to be deported. I said what I said. Get them all up out of here. We'll see what the people say when they look through their finances. I think at the end of the day, they need to, when a foreigner get in trouble, I think they need to let the citizens of America vote on whether they get their ass about the paint. And I want to be the first one to vote. Pack their asses up. Everybody. The mom and whoever else around there. Get the sister. I seen her on the episode. I don't know if she let down here. Get her too. Everybody got to go. I said what I said, okay? Oh, it's a lot of educated dummies. It's sick. It's actually really sick because you know what pisses me off about an educated dummy? In their mind, because I have this paper that says I'm educated, I'm smarter than you. I'm an educated Black woman's worst nightmare. I ain't going to hold you. I'm an educated Black woman's very worst fucking nightmare. I don't give a damn what. She could be an astronaut. I'm an educated Black woman's worst nightmare. And the reason being is, I'm not saying all educated women, because I'm an educated woman. I'm talking about the ones who put their ass on their shoulders once they get their paperwork. You feel what I'm saying? And get to acting like I know, I'm smart. I'm y'all hoes' worst nightmare. Y'all be want to throw y'all degrees down to the ground and fight me when I get through. Cause I run circles around y'all. I don't give a damn what your degree in. Bitch, you can have a degree in geography, bitch. I will run circles around you. Cause y'all don't be having no common sense. All that education, all that book smarts, and no common sense. Child, please. The educated women hate to see me coming, girl. When I tell you they hate to see me coming, whoo. And I got 2 degrees. So I don't want nobody, oh, she just jealous because she don't have no, bitch, I got 2. What's up? I got 2. What's up? Duck assholes. Let's move on. I dropped my pen. All right, let's move on. That's for the ones in the back who want to come back and say, oh, she just mad because she not educated. And that's such an uneducated thing to say. She's jealous. Oh, she's jealous. Okay, girl. I'll be that. Speaking of jealous, I ain't gonna say jealous, but let's get into this. What do y'all think about this? Rick Ross said that a rich man, when he gets with a woman, he says that The woman shouldn't work nowhere else. She should get rid of her career and let the rich man provide for him. It says Rick Ross says women should quit their career when they get with a rich man. I'm the career, depend on me. Let's get into it.
My homie, and the discussion is basically a woman, and you see, as a wealthy man, as a rich nigga, we have to meet somewhere on even ground, because if you got it, ladies, if you got your career and all that, I'm happy for you, right? And that's cool. But I'm gonna need you in the most inconvenient times in your life. And when you tell me, baby, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm a surgeon, I got a surgery tomorrow, I'm attaching the nigga kneecap back. Man, fuck that kneecap. I need you right now. I need you tonight. I'm on that 7th shot of motherfucking McQueen in the Violet Fall. Fuck that surgery. Nigga could wait. You sleep anyway. So I think what it is, of course, ladies, get your education and have your career and all that shit just to show that you're capable. But when you get with a rich nigga, fuck that shit. That shit over with. Rich nigga gonna make you quit. I'm the career. Depend on me. Yeah. I was cool what you was doing though. I was highly impressed, but fuck that shit. We got a flight early in the morning. I need you to come with me. Yeah. Call whoever you gotta call, let them know you can't make it. You got COVID. Tell them. And ladies, when you get in that kitchen, what you mean you can't cook? Of course you can cook. ChatGPT. Measure that shit out. Put that shit in there. Make that shit look good. Or just buy that shit. Have somebody drop that shit off when the nigga ain't looking. You heard? But you can't say you can't make it happen. That's unacceptable. You can make it happen and you gonna make it happen. I know you will. You was born for this. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You did it. They're talking to my homie. And
so Rick Ross says that when he's rich, so when he get with a woman, you depend on me. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of turned me on. I guess that's my toxic trait. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was like, for real? Babe, you want me to quit? Like, you want me to quit the whole job, or you want me to just put in like a little vacation? Like, what you want me to do, babe? That's my toxic trait. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never heard a man tell me quit my job. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what that's like. I'm trying to see what it feel like when a nigga tell you, depend on me. I don't know what that feel like. I know y'all in the chat hollering about, oh, that's wrong, that's controlling. I'm with that. But I'm trying to see what that feel like. I don't know. I don't want to keep working hard. I want to see what everybody different. Everybody different. I'm telling you now, I'm not saying that I would want to quit my career, but I ain't gonna lie. I want to see what it feels like for a nigga to say you good. You come, I'm your career. Oh, what? We married? What? The skills ain't gonna go nowhere. I put it up. What's up? I'm trying to see what that feels like. I ain't gonna lie. When he said, I need you with me tomorrow, we got a flight to catch, girl, the way my coochie got wet, girl, let me get him off of here. Girl. I'm toxic. I'm not toxic. I don't want to claim that. But I guess if I had a toxic trait, to some people, that would be it. Because see, when he said, I need you with me, we got a flight to catch. Oh, girl, fuck this job. Them people. Girl, I see y'all later. Bye, y'all. I'm tired of working. Shoot. Y'all want to keep working till your fingers gnarled to the bones. I don't like independence that much to die working, bitch. I'm sorry. I don't know. I come up traditional. I believe a man should take care of a woman. I do believe I should have my own though. But I come up traditional. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wouldn't want to quit my career though. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't want to quit my career. I would want to keep my career for sure because my career, I have a purpose, so I can't. But if it was just me on here doing YouTube and I have no purpose, girl, please. Are you insane? And I meet a man and we be getting married and he tell me, girl, bye. See y'all later, girl. I try to put a live in every now and again, but when my man say he need me, girl, I gotta go. Yay, bitch. Yeah. This how I know I'm crazy. I ain't gonna say crazy, but maybe I am. Y'all remember that episode when Dwayne Wayne came up to Whitley and was like, Whitley, I slept last night, and it's the first night we slept mean and mad with each other, and I'm not spending another night like that. So grab your things and let's go. I ain't gonna lie, that turned me on so bad. Ooh. Let's move on, because this is getting out of hand. Let's move on. When he snapped that finger and said, let's go, remember Whitley said, bye. That was me. Bye, bitch. Talking about a real man? Girl, please. Girl, bye. I'm like Whitley. Bye. Girl, I don't care about, she crazy. Or he controlling. Bye. Girl, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Girl, I don't give a damn about none of that. Somebody say, now you're living your man's best life, not yours. I think that is a thing. But ultimately, I don't know. I ain't gonna never not have nothing. I ain't gonna never 100% not have nothing, but I ain't gonna hold you. And plus, I always know how to make money. Nigga, we break up tomorrow, we could be married for 10 years. If we split, you think I'm not about to go back and continue to make the money out? Man, watch out. See, that's another thing too with black women. Some women, I ain't gonna say black women, with some black women, we can't get caught up into I'm in love and leave the hustle, okay? Hell no. You think I'm gonna be with I could be with a nigga for 20 years and come out that 20-year relationship and still make money. Bitch, y'all don't know who y'all talking. I will never go without. Stop. Let's really be clear about it. I always have a skill that's gonna make me good money. Okay, so I ain't gonna hold you. If a nigga came, I have a mission, so I can't. But if I didn't have a mission and I was just working, you damn right. The nigga holler, quit, bye, y'all. You work. You continue to work. I'm gone. Bye. Out of here. Said what I said. But anyway, to each his own. Everybody's different. I ain't telling nobody what to do, but let me say this too to black women. The feminism movement is the reason why y'all believe that that's so bad. And I ain't gonna lie, some men do take that and use it as control mechanism. So I don't want to take that away from it. But the feminism movement is why a lot of black women are even afraid of the thought of being taken care of by a black man. And I don't blame you, black American women. I'm a black American woman and I don't run across the same type of niggas. But I'm telling you now, everybody is not the same. Everybody is not the same. And if you keep running into the same man, you got to go sit down in that mirror and ask yourself, why? You know what I mean? So don't get caught up into the internet banter. You know what I'm saying? That, hey, I have to be 100% independent all the time, because you don't. And if you continue like that, you're going to work yourself to the bones and then you'll die tired. You know what I'm saying? Again, it takes a lot of inner work and a lot of healing, but I'm telling you now, I don't think that all men are like that. I know that all men aren't like that. I know that for a fact because I watched my daddy take care of my mama for 43 years. So I know all men not like that. I know for a fact. He's still married to her, still today, right now. Paying the bills 43 years later. So I know, again, I must be optimistic to some, crazy to others, but I've seen it. And not just with my daddy, even with my uncle and his wife, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, just don't. I'm not saying, I'm just telling black American women, don't lose your childhood dreams of falling in love. Because that's how I got caught up. The moment I lost that is the moment I kept running into bull crap after bull crap after bull crap. As within, so without. So if you believe in your heart of hearts that you'll never get out of the situation, then guess what? You'll never get out of it. If you believe in your heart of hearts that you'll never find a man who loves you, then guess what? You will never, ever, 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 ever find a man who loves you. If you believe in your heart of hearts that you'll never find a man who takes care of you, then guess what? You will never find a man who loves you. Take care of you. Rona said most are gay. And if you believe most are gay, then guess what? Most of the men you're going to run into are gay. It's really that simple. As within, so without. Because the fact of the matter is most men are not gay. I know what the internet says. I know what you see on the internet. That's just not a true reflection of what it is that's happening in the world. Y'all gotta take breaks from the internet. I'm on this is day 3 from the internet for me. Day 3. Y'all gotta be careful. Okay? Now y'all say I'm tripping all you want. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I ain't here to beat no dead horse. All right, we got to get into Simon and Porsha Williams, okay? Now, y'all remember Simon and Porsha? Let me go get them on here. Let me go get Simon and Porsha. Get the likes up. All right, let me show y'all Simon and Porsha for those of y'all. Matter of fact, I got them on my TikTok. I did a whole video that went viral on TikTok. Hold on. Let me show y'all Simon and Porsha. Porsha. Now, they had a big old extravagant wedding. Check it out. I remember I made this. Look, this was at Porsha wedding. Uh-huh.
That's how you feel, Porsha. That's how you feel tonight.
Baby, she cut up at that wedding, baby. Had buku dresses, buku everything. When I tell you Porsha cut up, she cut up. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I liked it. The hat, it was all lit, baby. It was an extravaganza. You had to be there, they said. If you wasn't there, then you was nowhere. They said you had to be at the Porsha and Simon Gubadia wedding. They say they got Swanky Jerry to make their outfits. I love me some Swanky Jerry. Shout out to Swanky Jerry. He's an African designer. I love him. But anyway, Swanky Jerry created the outfits, or at least the ceremony outfits. I don't know if he created that one, but it was a thing. Now, if y'all don't know what was going on back then, Porsha did an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta where she was allegedly introduced to Simon. Now, on said episode, most of us who were watching it was like, girl, why they act like they're already sleeping together or she already know him? Porsha was extremely nervous when introduced to Simon at the time. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Porsha Williams meet. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, look at the wedding. This was Swanky Jerry made. When I tell you, ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. We say a lot what we want about Porsha, but she don't miss with the fashion. And when I tell you this wedding was everything to me, whoo. I love Simon's suit more than I love Porsha's dress. I love a man, listen to me, who can wear the F out of a suit. And I love everything about Simon's suit. I love everything about. He to me looked better than Porsha in this picture to me, because I just have a thing with men in suits. I don't know. Anyway, so listen. The outfit, the wedding went off without a hitch. Everybody was there. I want to see if I can find the video where she met him. Hold on. So y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, look at this. Look at this look. Nah. Baby Porsha went whole African on you niggas. Yes, she did. Look at Porsha. Go ahead on, Porsha. Uh-huh. He do look like Marcus Garvey. That might be his little nephew. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But look at Porsha, baby. Porsha cut up for that wedding. Yes, she did. Spent a lot of money. But anyways, the wedding was nice. It was really, really nice. Porsha looked amazing. She looked absolutely amazing. I don't like the African garb that they be wearing, but this dress, Porsha killed it. I love everything about it. I don't like the head wrap on the dress, but again, I guess it's an African theme. So she went all African. Look at they throwing money. It was lit. Everybody ain't able. But why is this important, girl? We already knew that this wasn't going to last, because when Porsha met him, it was a very odd exchange of them acting as if they didn't already know each other. And anybody who's messy like me, we already knew that they met each other, because the way they were acting on screen, I can't find it. And I'm not going to waste no more time trying to figure it out. So fast forward, right? So here is Simon's ex-wife. When Porsha met Simon on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Simon was married to this woman, Phelan, right? Now, Phelan was his wife, and she invited Porsha, her sister, and Tanya into her home, and this was our introduction to her and Simon. They were going to be the new couple on the show. But like I said, when they were introducing Simon to Porsha, Simon was like, oh, hi. But it was kind of like a hi, like we already know each other, but I'm playing it off. So anyways, soon after that, Phelan gets pregnant by the pool boy, and then Simon files for divorce, and then probably 30 days later, him and Porsha is getting married. So the people was like, girl, what's tea? Now, Porsha, swear to God, she never overlapped. No time never overlapped. And we knew from the gate that was all a lie. Porsha knew she was over there waiting on that man, that girl, old man. Let me say this to black women too, to women, period. Y'all be wanting to put women all in your business. Tell them how the man doing you in the bed, showing all the things the nigga done bought you, bringing these hoes to your house. And these hoes literally be in their choosing. Some women will befriend you just so they can come in and take your place. There are women who will despise you being in your position and come in and play a real good role just to be up under you so she can run behind. As soon as you blink your eye, take your man. The old school woman used to say, you don't let women in and out of your house. That's what the old school women used to say. The old school women used to say, you don't tell what's going on in the bedroom with you and your man to the streets, because next thing you know, the streets will be in your bed. That's what the old women used to say. I'm going to go with the old women, and I'm going to say this. If and when I have, no, not if, when I get my men, y'all ain't going to know nothing about them. Okay? Yeah, I'm not about to be on, not y'all, because y'all the internet. I'm talking about people that I know, right? I'm not about to be sitting up here telling you how he freaking me and doing this for me and da-da-da-da-da. Because while I'm telling this girl is right here taking notes. So how she can take my men? Black women, please be mindful of that. Everything ain't for public consumption and everything ain't for everybody to know, okay? Now, I'm not saying that Phelan did that, but what I am saying is a lot of times that's what happened. And I believe Porsha is the cutthroat type of girl. That's why she over there dagging. I don't think Porsha wants to dag full-time. Not for 1 second. I don't think Porsha wants to be a full-time dagger, but she's tired. She's washed up through, ran through. The type of niggas Porsha don't want her. So now she have to go scissor. I'm telling you what I know or what I believe. I'll say that. I'm telling you what I believe. That hoe do not want to scissor full time. She like it on the side. She like it every now and again. She want a main. I'm telling you. Porsha is not a full-time dagger. I know a full-time dagger. Porsha ain't one. I can smell it on them. Porsha is not no full-time dagger. I'm telling you what I know. She's settling because she has to. But that's the karma. You thought you was taking that girl man and the money, and now you ain't getting nothing, and his ass is deported. Okay? Now, let's get into Phelan and how she says that she already knew they were sleeping together. It says Phelan Pina is revisiting the drama surrounding her ex-husband, Simon Gubadia, and his relationship with Porsha Williams years after the headline making the split. During a recent appearance on Relationship Matters, Phelan claims she always knew Simon was talking to Porsha inappropriately after she joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta. According to Phelan, one moment especially stood out to her when they were filming the show. She recalled an early interaction when several of the women were upstairs inside her home while Porsha allegedly stayed downstairs alone speaking with Simon for about 30 minutes. Girl, that's 30 minutes. What happened for the last 29 minutes? Because it only took me 1 minute to make my way downstairs. What? Then she goes on to say, Phelan suggested the private conversation immediately raised suspicions of her, you think? Phelan and Simon were married for a little over 2 years after tying the knot in 2019, before Simon filed for divorce in January 2021. Just months later, Simon and Porsha publicly confirmed their romance, sparking backlash across social media and Bravo fan circles. Porsha and Simon later married in November 2022, but their marriage lasted about 15 months before Porsha filed for divorce in February 2025. God don't like ugly. His ass deported, and she over there dagging for the rest of her life. Look at God.
I knew that Simon was talking to Porsha inappropriately. The day that we filmed, the first day that we filmed together at our home, was the day that I knew. When they had asked me to do the show, I had never seen it. What Simon and I did was we binge watched like the past few seasons or whatever prior to us going on the show. When we agreed to do it, we were just in our bedroom watching specifically this one episode. She did this move where she jiggled all that body fat that she has, whipping the eggs. And so I thought it was hilarious. And Simon and I both thought it was so funny. Cut to her coming over. Now, that day we wrapped. Right? I always knew. I knew that Simon was, we wrapped, right? Lights cut off. Production is, packing up. Me, Lauren, and Tanya, we all go upstairs into my bathroom. Simon and Porsha are downstairs by themselves. I'm talking about at least half an hour. I didn't think anything of it. He would say so many times as we're watching these episodes how much she looked like a dog and who could wake up next to that face in the morning without makeup. So I'm thinking nothing of it, right?
Red flag. Black women, let me talk to y'all. Whenever you see a nigga overly insult a bitch, he want her. I'm not saying insult her. Whenever a man overly insults another woman, he likes her. All the extra banter, oh, she ugly, oh, she fat, oh, she this, oh, she that. Did he want her? He want her. He want her. He want her. If he hadn't had her already, he's going to get her. I'm telling you now, see, what men do is when they know they like your friend or somebody they have to overcompensate that feeling by letting you think they hate them. But the fact of the matter is they absolutely want them. So him sitting up in the bed talking about, I can't see how a dog, somebody would wake up to that face with no makeup. That should have been a huge red flag. Yeah, that's elementary. Remember back in elementary school when the boy like you, he'll hit you? Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Whenever a man is overly insulting of a woman, you know why. Know why? I ain't saying insulting. I'm saying overly insulting. Like, and I know why. Know why, okay? Yep, Martin wanted Pam because in the dream, remember that episode of Martin when Martin was messing with Pam in his dream? And they said the man told him dreams are repressed desires of what we really want. Hello?
But of course, now I get it. Men always talk shit about the woman that they're actually screwing. So we're upstairs. We wrapped, right? Lights cut off. Production is, Paris. And I'm waiting on her to come upstairs as we're all talking. 30 minutes about there passes and Porsha finally joins us in my bathroom. And out of nowhere, she does the jiggle fat move. And I said, how did you know that I laughed at that? How did you know specifically to do that to make me laugh? Me and the girls were having a conversation and she came up in the middle of the conversation and just whipped out the
girl. That man was in there plotting to leave you, girl. Or not leave you, to get you the hell up out the paint so he can replace you with Porsha. The moment he matter of fact, he probably knew Porsha before you knew Porsha. Let's talk about it. That nigga probably knew Porsha before you knew her. Quiet as it's kept. Niggas be dirty. Niggas be down bad. He probably knew that hoe long before you even knew who she was. And he probably sitting there playing off like, we need to binge watch this together. As soon as y'all get the thing on, yeah, she ugly. Ugh, I couldn't imagine waking up next to her. Come on, man. Y'all can't be this slow, huh, women? Black American women, y'all can't be this slow. That was a red flag, girl. He downstairs with her 30 minutes. Huge red flag. Why would you allow her to be downstairs with your husband for 30 minutes? Who does that? What does she have to speak to my husband about for 30 minutes when I'm not present? Somebody help me make it make sense. Ooh, they said Porsha said she met him 8 years ago. There you go. There you go. Now that makes all the sense in the world. Hello? Hello, man. I done been cheated on enough to know how this stuff go. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I never had no man do this as far as be like, oh, I don't like her, then he end up with her. I've never had that. But I've been cheated on enough to know the MO of men. I done been around enough men to know the MO, how these niggas work. And if they overly insulting of a woman, just know they already sleeping together or he wants to sleep with her. And let me just say this with Phelan. Phelan is not innocent in this thing because she allegedly got pregnant for the pool boy. But God sit high and look low because Simon and Porsha thought they was going to ride off into the sunset and be happily ever after. And that wedding didn't last 15 minutes, or that marriage didn't last 15 months, I'm sorry. And his ass got deported. And now she over here stuck dagging for the rest of her days. You can't make it up. You literally can't make it up. But with that being said, y'all, be careful out here in these streets. Be extremely careful out here in these streets. Now, I want to get into Tyla. Let's get into Tyla right quick. Y'all know Tyla. Make me sweat. Make me holler. Whatever the girl be saying. Oh, Tyla. Am I sharing this with y'all? Oh, no, I'm not sharing it with y'all. Tyla is the little South African girl who attended the Met Gala. Let me see if I can find her at the Met. Let me see if I can find her. Tyla Met. Why is it not letting me? Instagram making funny. It's not letting me search nothing on Instagram. I don't know why. I'm looking on Twitter. Y'all get the lights up. So Tyla went to the Met Gala and she apparently saw Rhianna. But apparently Rhianna wasn't as friendly to her as she would have liked Rhianna to be. Come over here with it. I guess they got a picture on it so y'all can see. So this is Tyla. This is Rhianna looking like a burnt oyster. Coochie is what she looked like, okay? Now, Tyla was there. People in America don't like the heifer. Number one, she's not talented. Number two, we don't like the music. Black Americans in America are not huge on the Afro beats. We're not huge on all of this other stuff. We got our own music. And Tyla is the South African tether who was placed into Black Americans' culture and trying to cosplay all of our leaders, all of our greats. For instance, she tried to cosplay Aaliyah. It didn't work. Yes, she's a cute girl, but you're not Aaliyah. You don't have that essence. You don't have that talent. You don't even have those gifts. So Tyla is one of those South Africans. She is colored, meaning she's mixed, okay? She is a colored South African who has found her way in America, and it found her way in America to be hard. And it's because she refused to get on the Breakfast Club and say that she was Black. Hindsight is 2020, people. I hope y'all know that y'all was wrong for making that girl say she was Black. I'm going to say it one more time. This is a sidebar. Hindsight is 2020. That means you should be able to see clearer. And I hope Black America understands how wrong you were for trying to force her to say that she was Black. She is not Black. Okay? She's colored. That's mixed. Quadroon, octoroon, one of them runes. She's not Black. Okay? Now, since that, Black Americans are like, screw Tyla. We don't want to hear her music. I never listened to it from the beginning, so it wasn't nothing for me to boycott. Okay. However, Tyla's still been over here trying to be in American music scenes, and it's kind of been falling short because once we get a sour taste in our mouth for somebody, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, you know? So anyways, Tyla decides to see Rhianna, or at least I guess she went to the Met Gala and she saw Rhianna. And when she saw Rhianna, according to her, she said Rhianna was acting funny and didn't speak. Now we all know, I told y'all yesterday, Rhianna is a bitch. I say she looks like a bitch at least. I don't know if this Tyla thing is even real. And personally, I don't care. Rhianna don't have to speak to you, slut. But I did want to Joce it to see what y'all thought about it. Let's get into Tyla and what she said her experience at the Met with Rhianna was.
I look crazy right now, but I just woke up. My voice is raspy. But basically, y'all, everyone knows I love Rhi. Oh my gosh. So I met her last year, and she was cool. You know, I met her, but I think she was occupied because she was like, I went up to her. I was like, oh, hey. She was like, hey, my baby daddy's calling me. And then she left. And I was like, oh, maybe she was busy. So I don't know. I felt awkward. What the heck? I felt awkward. I don't know how to say hi. If I feel like someone's busy, it's like, So this time, I was waiting for my car and she was right there. And I was, yeah. So this time, yeah, I don't want to go up because I felt like she was busy. You know what I mean? And the last time she was busy. So I want to, like, when we do speak, if we do end up speaking ever, I want it to be like calm. So we both can just, vibe and talk nicely.
So Tyla made this video about seeing Rhianna, and the people in America was like, girl, shut your dumb ass up. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, she feels some type of way because Rhianna didn't see her and go, oh my God. Tyla, I don't know. The only people who think Tyla is big are people who ain't never seen big. Foreigners. People who are not used to American culture. This is why you see a lot of Africans running around here hollering about Afro beats this and Afro beats that. When the fact of the matter is, we ain't never listened to that shit. We might let y'all slide with 1 or 2 songs, but for the most part, that ain't our bag. It's only big where you from because y'all don't have nothing else to compare it to. It's not big here. And who the hell is Tyla? Well, Rhianna got to stop and have a whole conference of Geneva with her. Tyla, girl, go lay your little yellow ass down somewhere else. Ain't nobody got to sit and hold no conversation with you. You don't even look like you know how to talk. Ain't nobody got to sit down and have no conversation with you. And the only people who feel some type of way about this are the foreigners. And the reason they feel away is because they want to be accepted into our culture. They want to be accepted, and then they want to come in and take over it. They want us to welcome them in with open arms. Come on in. We love you too. And as soon as they get in there, they want to be able to take over it. Tyla, carry your ass back to South Africa. I don't even know what they say. It costs $100,000 to go on the carpet. How you get $100,000 and why would you spend it on the carpet? We don't even rock with you out here, bitch. We don't like that shit. We don't like that. Somebody say Afro Beats is big in New York. Man, let me show y'all this video. They have these people all over TikTok mad about Afro beats being played in the South. Hold on. Because we don't listen to that. And this is why, I ain't gonna lie, this is why I probably have the most issues trying I think this is why I have the most issues trying to adjust to the New York bit, because, girl, New York is not even a representation of the rest of America. This is why I love New York. Shout out to New York. But y'all live in y'all own little portal. Y'all live in your own little portal. Outside of New York, and I get why Afro beats and all that stuff will be big up there because there's a lot of Africans and things of that nature. But they trying to bring that shit to the South. And everywhere I turn, people are saying, turn that shit off. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't listen to it. We don't dance to it. Ain't nobody in the car saying turn that shit on. But what they're trying to do is push it into our algorithms, push it into our minds, and make us like it. That's exactly what they're doing. We're not going to like that shit. We got our own music, and our music is 10 million times better than anything Afro beats could put out. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear it. We could go the next 100 years and never hear one Afrobeat song, and we'll be fine. We'll be perfectly fine. But New York, y'all live in a portal that's not real, and because it's all kind of all-inclusive shit going on up there at the Big Apple, they be wanting to move down to other places and bring that shit, and I'm telling you now, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Even if you try to infiltrate that shit into the club, how many people gonna be in the club and be like, all right, enough of this? You might get 1 or 2 songs. See about that third song, niggas gonna be getting the hell up out of there. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear it. It's trash to us. And it's not trash. It's just nothing compared to what we create. We don't want to hear that regular ass shit. Look at this girl talking about the South need more Afro beats. American clubs. Hold on, let me unmute this.
On Twitter, and I seen the tweet. The clubs, and they say the clubs in the South need to play more Afro beats or Caribbean or African music. The disrespect and the audacity be so loud. It be so loud. Because what do you mean? You go home. It's really that simple. And I think when Americans say go home, they take it as like we're trying to throw that in their face. No, we're dead serious. Go home. If you want to listen to more of your music or more of your sound, go home.
Thanks.
This is America. To think that you live in America and trying to tell American people that they need to play more of this music in American clubs, and you can't get no more slower than that. That's like us going to the Caribbean or to Africa or to anywhere in the world that's not America. We're in their country and we're in their clubs or restaurants or whatever, and we're telling them, hey, yeah, you need to play more American music. Sorry to break it to you, babe. You have no say-so in what music is going to be played unless you go and open up your own little Caribbean African club and you can play all the Afro beats you want. But until then, listen to that Lil Wayne and that, and go sit the F down.
Hello?
So
shout out to this sister. She's on it. Because it's been a whole thing with these Africans. Oh, y'all need to play more Afro beats. No, we don't. We don't like that shit. We don't listen to it. We don't want it. We don't rock with it. Y'all only love it because that's all y'all have. It's the first thing y'all can call y'all own, even though it ain't yours, because we helped y'all create it. We actually created it. What you got came from us. But it's the first time y'all can have a seat at the table, and now y'all losing your minds. Now it's Afro beats need to be this. Afro beats need to be that. The point is this. We just like we don't give a damn about Afro beats, we could give two damns about Tyla. Rhianna don't owe you nothing. Now, let's be clear. Let's play devil's advocate here. Rhianna is a tether. Are y'all ready to have the conversation? Put a 3 in the chat if y'all want to have the conversation. Put a 4 in the chat if y'all want me to move on, because Rhianna is a fucking tether. She ain't no different from Tyla. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all want to have the conversation. Put a 4 in the chat if we need to move on. I'm just trying to see something. Because I want to know how the hell Rhianna can have an attitude with Tether Tyla when Tether Rhianna, y'all one in the same. Y'all are literally one in the same. And Rhianna can't sing. Let's talk about it. Y'all want to have a conversation or what? What we talking about? Come on, Ree. You can't do that. You can't sing, your big head. You was a plant too. You was a tether plant too. Rhianna was a tether plant. I'm gonna say it again. Rhianna was a tether plant. I know she got the Navy and the seamen up in here, but I gotta call a thing a thing. Rhianna was a tether plant. She never could sing. She did enough to make music so y'all could think she's a musician, and then they moved her up. She's a plant. Tyla and Rhianna are one in the same. So I don't understand why Rhianna would have an attitude unless she knows Tyla is her replacement. That's what it's given to me. Bitch, you should have put out more albums, you big head hoe. Let's move on. We don't want to hear no Tyla. We don't even want to hear Rhianna. Quiet as is kept. Only people want to hear Rhianna is the seamen. We don't want to hear her neither. What that whole got? Umbrella, Ella. We ain't dancing to that regular ass shit. We don't even want to hear her. As a matter of fact, deport her and take A$AP Rocky with her at this point. I know he American. I don't care. Take her, A$AP, and them two big head ass churn and get them up out of here at this point. My nerves get bad. You know what I'm saying? When I get to getting mad, I throw shit away. You know what I'm saying? That's how I clean up. I get mad and I start throwing shit away. So when I get mad at this point, throw Rhianna, the husband, and the churn. If they got a dog, bring the dog with them. Get them up out the paint. Said what I said. All y'all go home. How about that? They say A$AP from Barbados. I thought he was American. Is A$AP Barbadian? Is that how you say the word? What's A$AP Rocky's ethnicity? Oh, Afro-Caribbean. Born in, he is from, pack them the fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, now that makes, now we having a whole, no wonder he wearing drop down earrings with the pearls. Oh, yeah, pack them up. The stylist, the Uber driver, pack the whole shit up. Pack everybody, everything and everybody must go. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, get him out the paint. Pack him up. Pack his ass up. And it's a 30-minute flight from Florida. If we can get him down there, look, if we can get him down there to Miami, we can get him, we could charter a plane, we can get an Uber plane, get him over there to the Bahamas in 30 minutes. It don't take 30 minutes from Miami. I know I done flew it. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like ASAP, big head ass Rhianna, and y'all beautiful children, all y'all gotta go home. Bye at this point. I ain't know that. I don't know why I thought he was Black American. No, get him out the paint. Get him out. Pack him up. Pack his ass up. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing though. Pack him up. Oh yeah, I'm here for deport him. Soon as they make me mad, deport him. But then all they did was say they don't like you, deport their ass. Girl, I don't care. They went to the store, deport them. They got a speeding ticket, deport them. Bitch, yay. Yeah, I'm on that type of time. Oh, they jaywalking? Deport them. Oh, yes, jaywalking, that's a huge crime. Deport them. Oh, yes, they got to go. They got to go. They don't know how to, they not law abiding. They got to go. They got to go back home. Yeah. They got to go back home. I don't give a damn if she stole a stick of gum. Deport them. Get them out of here. Deport them. I don't care. Pack them up. I said what I said. Now let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I ain't lying though. Deport them. Get their ass up out of here. Ice Vu. Yeah. Ice Vu. Pack them up. They should have put me in charge of ICE. I'd have did worse than that white boy. If they'd have put me in charge of ICE, everybody would be gone. It wouldn't be nothing but niggas in this bitch. The clears would be gone. The Asians would be gone. The Hispanics would be gone. It wouldn't be nothing but niggas. Do you hear me? We'd be left to our own vices and figure it out. If it was me. If it was me. But everybody different. If it was me, everybody got to go. I don't give a damn who you is. I don't care how long you've been here. You got to pack your bags back. You got to get the hell up out of here. Said what I said. But anyway, let's move on. Y'all like the video now. We got to get into this virus. We're here, y'all. Like the video. Let me read a couple of super chats. They got a virus here, y'all. J Fly, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, girl, my husband retired me and I'm very happy. He's a super chat compliments. Here's a super chat compliment of him. There go for the black women in the chat. Oh, all men are horrible. All men are dogs. They're all gay. They're all this. That's not true. That is not true. Thank you, J Fly. And tell your husband I said thank you for taking care of you so you can come take care of me. Thank you for the super chat. Told y'all, everybody ain't bad, y'all. Everybody not bad. I swear to God, everybody is not bad. I know the internet told you that, and I know your life experiences reflect that, but everybody is not bad. Thank you so much, J Fly. They needed that message. Yes, they did. Because they was looking at me like I was going 3 heads when I said every man ain't bad. Thank you, J Fly, for becoming a new member. Thank you. Louisiana Cooking with K. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, my girl, did you get your package? Yes, I spoke about it yesterday on the show. Thank you so much for the not the earrings. You sent me the note with the acorn stuff, and I definitely appreciate you. I spoke about it yesterday. I read your note in full, and I appreciate everything that you did, boo. Thank you, Southern Louisiana Cooking with K. I love you so much for those kind words. I needed them yesterday more than this day. So thank you. Everything happened for a reason. Thank you, Louisiana Southern Cooking with K. Harlem Scholar, thank you for the super chat. Says, Vu, Afrobeats is big here. I listen to it along with reggae, R&B, jazz, but my daddy being a famous jazz musician exposed me to all genres of music. Nice. You know, it's nothing wrong with being exposed to all genres of music. I think that's dope. But ultimately, the rest of us, we don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear all that ugly ass shit. Only one I like is, what's that boy that be saying? You don't need no other body. I like that boy. Whoever that boy is, whoever that African, what he is. What's the boy who's saying, you don't need no other body. Only you fill up my body. He could visit. We give him a visa to come and sing the song, but he can't stay longer than enough to sing the song. He get off the plane, go straight to the concert. He back on the plane. That's the only one I can say, give him a visa to come work. Just a work visa, not a stay visa. Just the work visa. Let him come sing the song and put his ass right back on. Let him come sing the song and pack his ass up and put him right back on the plane. Say what I said. Give him a work visa. You don't need no other body. I ain't gonna lie, that bitch hit. I ain't gonna lie. That one, I ain't gonna lie. That one, I be putting that one on. Da-dee-dee-da-dee-dee-day. Da-da-da-dee-dee-da-dee-dee-da-dee-dee-day. I be, especially when I used to be on that liquor. Girl, you couldn't tell me nothing with my liquor. You don't need no other body. Girl, I used to be. I ain't gonna lie, I used to like this song. But other than that, yeah, let him come with a work visa and then get him out the paint. Say what I said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pack him up. Get them all out of here. Anyways, moving on. Let me read a couple of more super chats. Trey, thank you so much for the super chat. Says the way the South responding now is exactly how we rejected reggae in the 70s. Here even says so. It says, Herc even says so. Whole strong family. I know we wish we did. But you know what? Even reggae, if we think about where reggae is in our culture, it's played, but we don't listen to no reggae. We don't listen to that neither. I listen to Bob Marley. I know the whole Bob Marley and the Wailers album. I love that album. But as far as like just sitting down listening to Jamaican music, we don't listen to that neither. Now, put a 3 in the chat. In the early 2000s when Patra was out, y'all remember that? I want a romantic call. I'm talking to my baby on the yard. I ain't gonna lie. When she had the big dookie braids, I ain't gonna lie. It was popping back then. And then they put that cosplaying white boy out there, Sean Paul. And his album was fire too. I ain't gonna lie. But after that wave passed, we went back to our stuff. We listened to it. We had our 1-2 yin yang. You feel me? We had our little 1-2 yin yang. Then we moved back around to what we do. We just don't, Patrick, listen, if y'all was around in that late 90s, early 2000s era Jamaican music, man, that shit was off the chain. Do you hear me? If you wasn't there, you don't know what I'm talking about. If you wasn't there when them videos used to come, man, them niggas between Patrick, Sean Paul, Beanie Man, who the other one? What's that other one? Wayne Wonder. Got somebody, she is a beauty. I ain't gonna lie. That it was. If you don't know. If you wasn't there, you don't understand. You don't understand. I get it. But that was the era. But listen, soon as we finish with that era, we put that shit up. We don't listen to that shit no more. How much Jamaican music do we listen to today? Hardly none. It was an era in time. We listened to it and then we moved on. The reason we did that is because we are the creators and the originators of music. It would make absolutely zero common sense for us to abandon our original creation and go and love on somebody else's second thereafter creation. It just doesn't make logical sense and it doesn't make natural sense. That's why it don't matter how much they try to push the stuff on us. Even if we begin to like it, we're never going to abandon our original music. And they're never going to be able to replace our original music with that bullshit. Oh yeah, I forgot about Shaba. Shaba was off the chain too. That was a time. See, late 90s, early 2000s. Ooh, Jamaica had this bitch jumping. Do you hear me? Shout out to Jamaicans. Shout out to them Jamaicans. They had this bitch rolling. I used to be. And I learned how to dirty wine. I sure did. I learned how to dirty wine. Sean Paul made me want to go figure out how do I dirty wine. And when I found out, girl, you couldn't stop my hips. Do you hear me? When I found out how to wind these hips, you couldn't stop them, okay? So I'm going to give y'all props, but yeah. We'll do more Jamaican and Caribbean music than them, just period, okay? Moving on, we got to get into the outbreak, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. We got to get into the outbreak. Shout out to everybody in the building. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, happy Thursday. # babe. Yes, # babe and happy Thursday, boo. I was about to say beautiful. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And Carolyn Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, boo, we got to start dissecting these folks. I thought he was one of us. LOL, the veil shall be lifted. Listen, ASAP Rocky took me by surprise today. I thought he was one of us too. I learned something new today. Pack his ass up, though. Pack him up. Even if he was American, I was saying that. But now that I know he Barbados, oh yeah, pack his ass up. And shout out to my people in Barbados. I got a little yeah. Well, I had a little yeah out there. Yeah, I had me a little yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, that was the Bahamas. That wasn't Barbados. That was the Bahamas. Yeah, that's not none of y'all business though. Anyways, thank you so much. What you cooking for the super chat says, boo, we gotta have Tim's or gotta give Tim's a work visa too. What she saying? It depends on what she's saying. We gonna get together as a collective and we gonna have a meeting on who all get a work visa. Ain't too many work visas though. Ain't too many. We only got a very select few that we gonna give out, and you gotta be competitive, and we gotta vote collectively and say, these is the people we gonna give the work visas to. Because everybody can't just be coming in and out. You see what I'm saying? Y'all remember how your mom used to be saying, don't be running in and out my house? We can't have them running in and out the house, okay? So we got to figure out Tim's. If Tim's is one of the people we vote on, we get her work visa or him a work visa, whoever the hell it is, and get them on over here to do the song. But as soon as the song ends, as soon as the music cut, their ass got to get back on the plane. I said what I said. We got to get Tim. We can get him on here, or whoever he or she is, get him on here, and then, yeah, get him for the work visa, but it's just to work. Get your ass back on the plane ASAP, and if you're 30 minutes late for the plane, you're going to prison. Trespassing. Hey, if you're 30 minutes or more late for your flight back, now you're going to prison because you're trespassing. I said what I said. That's a part of the work visa. Now, everybody can't get one, so please be careful on who we giving them out to, okay? Drake ought to be banned from America. Somebody say Drake need a work visa. Please. That nigga need to be banned from the whole country. What is you saying? Matter of fact, get him out the whole continent. Make that nigga go to South America. You know what I'm saying? Get him out the paint all together. Drake is done. He's over with. Now we got to get into the virus, y'all. Let's get into the virus. Y'all, we have a new virus at hand. Hantavirus. Let's get into it. We spoke about it yesterday, y'all. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all were here. Yesterday, we spoke about a hantavirus. It was a cruise ship that went out into the middle of the ocean, going sail to somewhere in Europe, I think. I don't know where it was going. Either way, a rat allegedly was on the cruise ship, and it was infected with this hantavirus that's deadly. According to the reports, they're saying that one man was infected, and unless he got bit by the rat, I don't know how. But let me say this. This was done on purpose. The virus was given to the rat on purpose, and then the rat was put on the boat on purpose. Is the rat the one passing the disease? Absolutely not. It's probably the people who work on the ship. You see, in order for them to do that without any questioning, you have to add a factor in to say, oh yeah, this is where it came from. But I'm almost guaranteed, I can't say for sure, this is all a conspiracy theory now, but I'm going to tell you now, I'm pretty positive the rat didn't give nothing to nobody. How often does a rat bite a human? Just think. I'll ask Google. How often do rats bite humans? Rats bites are rare, with studies estimating thousands occur annually in the United States, okay? But at the end of the day, they're going to say it was all come out because of this rat. That's not true. I'm pretty positive the ship gave that virus to all of them people. All they got to do is give it to one person. They on a cruise ship. It's a wrap. One person get it, it's automatically like guaranteed to go viral, literally, on the ship, okay? So now, with that being said, the hantavirus is here and the people are freaking out, right? Because at first, the cruise ship was stuck in the middle of the ocean. They wouldn't let them dock because they were saying that this virus they said it wasn't airborne, but they did say it was contagious. But when I heard the first man died and then 3 other people were infected, I told y'all yesterday, it's definitely airborne. That's the only way a man can die from it, and then 3 other people end up with it. Fast forward, I showed y'all a video of this clear man on the boat saying, pray for us. And now today, people are up wearing masks, and they're saying that people have left the boat and they have gone back to America and other places. I told y'all yesterday. I told y'all yesterday, this is the new pandemic. I don't know if this is the big one, but this is one of the new pandemics. And you know, it's odd. I looked in the comments and saw people saying, every time Trump is in office, this is what they do. Trump is such bad luck. Y'all so crazy. Y'all can't let them policies. I pray one day that my people come up out of the church and out of politics. I pray one day, if I had wishes, one of those wishes would be that my people mentally and emotionally come up out of the church and politics. Y'all, we don't know how to separate our feelings from the facts when it comes to the church or politics, okay? Yeah, they blaming everything on Trump. So yeah, Trump set up this whole pandemic. Okay, sure. It's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter who's in office. These things are set to happen and they are going to happen. It's prophetic, if it makes sense. These people have this shit lined up what they're going to do for the next 200-300 years. Just because you don't think that far forward don't mean they're not. This has already been set up. This ain't got nothing to do with who's in office. It has zero to do with that. Hey, I ain't gonna say zero because they might have, who knows? The Democrats could have let this shit out because he's in office. I don't know. But all I do know is this is done on purpose and it has nothing to do for real with who's the president. It's just a part of the next thing. Y'all remember the Bible times with the plagues? Remember, one of the plagues was the frogs, another one was the locusts, another one was all of this stuff. Okay, it's kind of like that, but not like a God-written plague or nothing like that. It's just more or less on some, it's scheduled to happen. I don't want to beat the dead horse. It's scheduled to happen, and y'all got to know it. That's why I told y'all last year there's a new pandemic coming up. I told y'all that last year. I said, y'all, they got a new pandemic coming up. I said they're going to have you wearing the mask again. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. I said they're going to have a new pandemic and we're going to be back quarantined and we're going to be back in the masks. Now, I don't know if this is the one that's going to put us in it, but I'm telling you now, it looks like it is. Let's get into it. So the Hantavirus gets spread all over. And at first they had it contained. Well, apparently people left. It says, oh no, let me go back. They were saying that nobody could leave and they were quarantined to the boat. Well, an update from yesterday or today says 30 to 40 passengers reportedly left deadly Hantavirus cruise ship and traveled to the United States, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, and Singapore before the outbreak was fully confirmed. So there it is. So now what they're saying is before they can fully confirm that it was a real outbreak, they found out that there were people who had already left. That means they were probably already infected. This is all planned. This is done by design. Because at first when I saw the headline, I'm like, how the hell did they leave after the ship was quarantined? Then it dawned on me, they didn't leave. And if they did, they told them to go. This is all done by design. That's what this is. This is all planned. None of this is happenstance. Okay? So now, what are the 3 places we got to worry about? 4 places. United Kingdom, United States, Switzerland, and Singapore. That's 4 places. Let's get into it. The Hantavirus cruise ship situation is reportedly getting even more concerning. New reports claim that around 30 to 40 passengers may have already left the ship and traveled back to different parts of the world before the outbreak was fully confirmed. According to reports, according to reports circulating online, passengers reportedly returned to the countries including the United States, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, and Singapore after disembarking from the Dutch flag MV Hantavirus. As previously reported, 3 people connected to the outbreak have reportedly died after showing severe symptoms linked to the Hantavirus, which health experts say is commonly spread through infected rodents and their droppings, saliva, and urine. It says symptoms can reportedly include fever, breathing problems, pneumonia-like illnesses, and organ failure in severe cases. Officials are still reportedly trying to determine whether the ship can safely dock as health concerns continue to grow, while experts say Hantavirus does not usually spread person to person. Cap. How are these people getting it? What, they all eating rat shit? Come on now. Use your doggone brains. It says it can only be spread. It says commonly spread through infected rodents in their droppings, saliva, and urine. So did y'all put rat piss on the food? How everybody getting it then? Hey, you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a doctor. I know the industry and the internet tells you have to be a doctor to know common sense. You do not have to be a doctor. If it's only spread through saliva, urine, and feces, how are all of these people getting infected? Unless that was in the food or something that they intook. But they gonna tell y'all it's not airborne, or they gonna tell y'all, oh, man, watch out. You don't have to be a doctor. You just have to have common sense. You just have to have common sense. Somebody said rats nibble on food. That's true. Rats do nibble on food. But at the end of the day, what are the odds that one thing that the rat, I don't know. This just don't make no sense, y'all. If y'all want to make sense of the rat being the culprit, fine. But I don't think, I know that ain't what this is. That just like the monkey with the outbreak of what it was, smallpox and all that. That is, come on, man. Come on. Can we just put our thinking caps on for 2 seconds? One random rat infested with a deadly virus just happened to go onto a ship. It skipped and bypassed, mind you, because if we're going to say naturally this happened, that would mean that this rat left the lab or left wherever it was and got infected and traveled everywhere it went and got all the way to the ship. What about all the stuff it infected on the way there? It just doesn't make sense. You know, this is set up. This is what they want you to do. And let me show you how I know this to be a fact. Stay right there. I went on Twitter and I told y'all, I said, y'all, it's coming. And as sure as I got a nose on my face, take a look.
Hey, if you're worried about the Hantavirus situation, wear a mask. Wear a respirator, even outside. This is a head strap one. This is an N95. There are also KN95s, which are just the ear loop ones. The tighter it is to your face, the better, which is why the head straps are a little bit more protective. It basically just creates like a seal to prevent air from coming in or escaping. You can also get these really cool little sip valves so you can drink without taking your mask off. Also just reducing risk. It's just like a little, just pop the straw through there. Really easy to cut it. But yeah, I am begging you all, please, for the love of God. I'm seeing so many videos and comments of people being like, I don't have the time. I don't feel like it. Guess what, y'all? Like, did we not learn from 2020 that that's just wishful thinking, and denial is not how we prevent anything? We actually need to like take measures, and sometimes they're not that fun. I mean, I'm used to wearing a mask because I've been wearing one since 2020. Still not my most favorite thing in the world. Obviously, I have a beautiful smile. I would love to show it off. I'm a very expressive person. However, that's much less important to me than my long-term health and the health of other people. So yeah, I am begging you all, please just fucking wear a respirator. If you need to try different kinds, there's a fuck ton of different kinds. If you need to try some, reach out to me, reach out to other people in the COVID cautious community, reach out to your local mask block if those are still a thing. I really hope they are. Go on the subreddit Masks for All, and we are like dying for more people to wear them to keep everyone safe and themselves safe. And while Hantavirus, it says it's not spread, directly person to person, except there's like one strain. That might be the one that's it. And also mutations happen. So like, let's just not fuck around with fate this time and like actually just do something to keep everyone safe and prevent lockdowns. Because us just ignoring it and being like, I don't feel like dealing with, that's not going to do anything, unfortunately.
Now, a lot of y'all might feel like, who cares? It's just some random clear on the internet talking crazy. Okay. Fool. This is next. This is coming up next. I need y'all to know that. The reason why this video went viral, it's only been out, since 7 o'clock this morning. Watch this go viral and watch this. How much you want to bet they start making people wear the mask? How much give me up here? Because we've seen this movie before. We all starred in it. We've seen this movie before. We've all starred in this very movie. It's kind of like watching it on a rerun. First and foremost, N95 masks are good for up to what? 1 to 2 to 3 uses. After that, you have to chuck it. Most people were using their same N95 mask time after time after time again. That makes it useless. It doesn't work after a certain amount of time. And most people can't afford that many N95 masks. Let's go back to the masks we were buying out of the grocery stores and out of the beauty stores. All it was a piece of cloth. We was walking around looking stupid like this. It even got so bad, we put bling on the mask. I have one. I had one with a fleur-de-lis with the bling on it. Whole time, the mask ain't stopping shit. Whole time, all it is a cloth. It's all in your head. And the only reason I got a mask is because back then you couldn't go in the grocery store unless you had a mask. You couldn't go into the restaurant unless you had a mask. So I had to conform to that just because I had to go inside and outside of places. But let's really be clear. I never wore a mask day in and day out. I thought it was the dumbest thing Americans of all color. I thought it was the dumbest thing we could have been sheep to do. The mask don't even save you. It didn't even save y'all from COVID. What make y'all think it's going to save y'all from the Hantavirus? Come on. Let's use our common sense. Let's put our thinking caps on really, really quickly. If the masks couldn't save us from COVID, then how the hell the mask is going to save us from the Hantavirus? Come on now. But because people are NPCs, literally waiting on the next instruction, most people are going to go and buy the mask. And once most do it, guess what? It's going to be a mandate. And we're going to be right back. What y'all doing tonight? Y'all not going nowhere? Oh, y'all on lockdown too? Oh, yeah, they got us on lockdown too. When they started y'all lockdown, y'all on lockdown. We'll be... No time. You know why? Because most people are NPCs. They don't question nothing. They don't ask no questions. They just, whatever somebody tell them, they just go with the move. They just go with the move. 30 days. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Tops. We'll be back in the mask. What's the day? Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday. By Monday, we'll know. By Monday, we'll know for sure. Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll know. I'm telling you. This is all a part of the plan. This is all a part of the plan. And watch how many people be sitting outside like this. I seen a lady the other day. Like the white girl just said, I've been wearing my mask since 2020. You'll be dead in the next 30 days. I don't want to put that on her, but girl, why is you have to, listen, wearing a mask is already unhealthy, period. Wearing a mask is already unhealthy. The new pandemic is coming. So, shit. I might make me some voodoo doll TV masks since y'all gonna be wearing them hoes anyway. Since y'all gonna be putting them hoes on anyway, I might make me some gole down masks. Shit. Let me put some cloth together. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, yeah, let me get my stuff together. This shit is chess, not checkers. Let me get my things together for when the pandemic starts. Because see, last time they caught me off guard. This time I'm going to be prepared. Let me gather my things and see what I need to do. You see what I'm saying? For the new pandemic coming up. It's coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming. Please be mindful of that. Y'all, listen, I'm not no doctor, so don't listen to me. But I already know once the panorama and the Panamanian start, people are gonna lose rhyme and reason. They're just gonna go crazy. But I'm telling y'all now, this is a play. This is a play. This is a play. This is a play. And most of them people who died from COVID didn't even die from COVID. This is a play. This is a play. This is a play. This is a play. But we're going to go with the move. Let's move on. We just going to roll with it. This is a play, though. This is definitely a play. Okay? Now, we're going to get into Charleston White. He's been viral lately. Charleston White went viral for telling black men what they needed to hear. We about to get into it. We're going to talk about a few things with Charleston, but first let's talk about the divide between black men and black women. Now, thanks to COVID, 2020 and beyond, black men hate black women and black women hate black men. Let me say it again. Thanks to COVID, feminism, and some other things, black men hate black women. Black women hate black men. Black women can't point the finger at black men, and black men can't point the finger at black women. That's where it starts, and that's where it stops. Every time I get on the internet, I see black men making a point about black women, and all the black men get in the comments, see, that's why we play with these hoes the way we play with these hoes. They stupid. And I ain't gonna lie, I be looking through the comments like, yeah, these hoes is stupid. And I see the same thing on the other side. A black woman make a comment about black men, and it be valid, and it's a whole bunch of black women. See, I'm tired of these punks. All these men is gay. That's the problem. And And I told you, so within is as within is so without. So if you believe that every man is gay, every man you're gonna come across gonna be a punk. It's that simple. So because of 2020, Kevin Samuels, Cynthia G, all of TikTok and all of the internet with dividing the black man from the black woman. Now we're here and we don't like each other. We actually despise each other. I think the only reason we even around each other is because we like to fuck. That's it. I think if it weren't for us having sex, we would probably separate. Black women hate black men and black men hate black women. That's just the start and the stop of it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not saying you specifically. So if you specifically love black men, I'm not talking to you. Hit dog gonna holler. I'm saying collectively, black men hate black women and black women hate black men. And let me just say this. Congratulations, Black America. You played yourself. You fell right into the trap. Even with earlier with me saying how all black men aren't gay and all black men are this. So many black women in the chat. No, Vu, you don't understand. No, Vu. Just because your life is in shambles and you can't get it together don't mean every black man is bad. Just because a black man date a whole bunch of horrible black women don't mean all black women are bad. But yet and still, here we are I'm trying to get y'all to love each other. Black women love black men. And as soon as I say love black and men and women, all I get is, oh no. Y'all get crazy at the idea of coming together with your man. And the men get crazy at the idea of coming together with the woman. That's a huge problem. Congratulations, Black America. You played yourself. You fell right into the trap. You're the only group of people they target with your relationships. They don't target the Asians. They don't target the Hispanics. They don't even target the Africans. You the only people on the face of this fucking earth that they target to make sure you never get in a happy relationship. Y'all ain't never asked yourself why that was? Ain't none of y'all never sat down and said, wait a minute, hold on. Stay right there right quick. How is it that we the only ones being targeted to hate our men? Nobody never said that. No black man never thought about that with black women, and no black women never thought about that with black men. Nope, because we get so caught up in our emotions and the internet, and we let the internet tell us all black men are gay, and all of them are weird, and all of them sell drugs, and all of them belong in prison. And guess what we do every day? Yup, because all black men are gay. Vu, what you mean you'll let this man, girl? All black men are abusive. Black men are this. Black every fucking day. I don't like black women who don't like black men, and I don't like black men who don't like black women. If you are one of those feminist girls, I appreciate you for being here, but I'm gonna be honest, we don't have nothing in common. If you have a feminist attitude, we have zero in common. We might share a few, thoughts that agree here and there, but if you have an attitude of you hate the opposite of you, we have zero in common. I don't have nothing in common with y'all who hate each other. I'm not like y'all. I'm not cut like that. I don't give a damn what done happened to me in my life. I'm never going to look up and say all black men are trash. I'm different from y'all. I guess. I thought growing up, most people thought like me. It took for me to become an adult and get on the internet and realize, girl, you an anomaly. Most people think quite opposite of you. So I don't have much in common with most people because I know most people are indoctrinated NPCs and they don't make their own thoughts. They just wait on the internet to tell them what to think. And the internet told you to hate your man. That's why black women hate black men. And then the internet told the black man to hate his woman. And that's why black men hate black women. Period, point blank. Nobody can point the finger at the next. It's all our fault. All of our faults. But if you talk to the black men, it's the black women's fault. And if you talk to the black women, it's the black men's fault. I said this about a couple of years ago. I said the only way that black women are going to get themselves together is if black women check black women. And the only way black men get themselves together is if black men check black men. I said this during the Kevin Samuels time because I even told y'all the reason why, I never watched one episode of Kevin Samuels. I've never watched over 5 minutes of a Kevin Samuels video. I honestly don't know exactly what he was talking about. I only judged him off of what went viral. But let me just say this. The reason why I disagree with wholeheartedly what Kevin Samuels was doing is because a man can never correct a woman. Not about womanhood. Just like a woman can't correct a man about manhood. He don't have enough experience, nor does he have enough wherewithal and know-it-all to be able to tell a black woman what she need and not need to be doing. Kevin Samuels should have addressed that to the black men, but it didn't make money at the time. He was at first, it didn't make money. So then he switched it to where it made money. And because there are so many black men who refuse to look in the mirror, all they did was run over to Kevin Samuels and wait for one of them raggedy hoes to come up on the chat so he can call him a fat, this, that, and the third, you below average, so he could just tear him down. And people loved it. I don't give a fuck about Kevin Samuels. Fuck worm food. And for all you niggas that be on here hollering, oh, y'all just wrong. Y'all just hated Kevin Samuels. A lot of you niggas needed fathers. And y'all love that nigga because he represented the absent manhood that you didn't grow up with. But I ain't gonna get into that. Why is this important? We got a problem. Y'all on here every day talking about building generational wealth. You can't do that without marriage. Did y'all know that? You can't build generational wealth without marriage. That's not generational wealth. You're getting rich. You cannot build. How can you want generational wealth and you hate men? Black women. This is because every day we on here talking about building generation. Every freaking day we getting on here talking about saving money and building generational wealth. How y'all gonna build generational wealth and you don't even like your husband? You can't even get married. You can't. It's not possible without marriage. It's not possible. And you can sit up here and say that's not true. Okay, go do it. I ain't seen nobody do it in history. I haven't seen one person create generational wealth in history. You have to have couples. It has to be a marriage, a system. That is what keeps generational wealth alive. Other than that, you're just getting rich. So again, we say we want things, but then we don't want to make the adjustments to get these things. To the black women in the chat who say they want generational wealth, how will you attain generational wealth without a husband? You have to have one. You have to have one. All that go together. It's kind of like having a car with no wheels. That bitch ain't gonna go. Yeah, it'll start up, but it ain't gonna go nowhere. Does that make sense? It's kind of like having a car with no wheels. Yes, it'll start up, but it won't go anywhere. You have to get back to love. If y'all don't get back to love, you'll be continuing in this cycle, in this rat race, in this hamster wheel, running into men who only want to use you, running into jobs who only going to abuse you, running into people who mean you no good. Most people don't want to sit down and repair themselves because we don't want to look at ourselves, right? So because we don't want to repair ourselves, because we don't want to look at ourselves, it's easier for us to just point external. It's easier for us to say, but he did, or but she did. No. You. None of this happened. Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, yay. What he's saying is, in order to make a change anywhere, you got to start with you. It sounds cliche. I've heard it a million times. And I remember hearing it back in the day, like, girl, bye. Nigga don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. But it's definitely 100% the truth. Black American women and Black American men. I really wish that we get off of the pointing fingers and just start healing. But until we figure out how to get back together, we're screwed. All the way up until the 90s, all of our music was love. Even the early 2000s. You'd be hard pressed to find a love song right now. And even if you found one, it's like a semi-love song. It's about, I love him, but I'm fine. Or I love him and he take good care of me, but when I get home, nothing is about how you adore a person. Or remember when Fantasia said, I put your picture on my mirror, start to blush when most people don't even know how that feel. Start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach, there's a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. Most people don't even know what that feel like. They don't even have a concept of that shit. You don't know how it feel to really like and love on somebody you don't even know. That's how far removed they've taken us out of love. That was done on purpose. Just like the rat in the Hantavirus, that also was done on purpose and it worked flawlessly. Right now, today, having a conversation about marriage is like pulling teeth on either side. That's a huge problem. We got to fix that. We got to fix that. Until we fix it, we'll continue to be screwed. You can't fix it if you continuously doing this. If you keep doing this, you'll never fix it. I don't give a damn what somebody did to you. If you keep doing this, you will never fix it. If you keep saying, well, because of them or him, the longer you keep doing that, the longer you stay in the cycle. Love never coming to you. Prosperity never coming to you, no abundance. You just in that same cycle. You wake up 10, you're 20, you're trash. 30, trash. 40, trash. 50, trash. By the time you're 60, now you're depressed because now your whole life done went up under you. And now you're sitting back thinking about, oh man, I wish I would have turned around and did that. You got to start with you. You are responsible for you. So you got to start with you. You have to get back to love, and you can't love somebody else until you love you. Most people don't love themselves. That's how I know they don't love each other. Okay? Now, why is this important? Charleston did this video. He went on this interview, and he was talking to some dudes. And when I play this video, I don't need the amen from the women. I ain't gonna lie. And let me tell you why I don't need the amen from the women. What bothers me most about the women and their amens is because you can't tell those same women what they doing wrong. All through the chat. Now you see what we've been going through. See, I'm so glad a man finally said it. Most people in that comment have the worst issues. Women should have shut the fuck up and let a man deal with other men. That's what we should have did. Let me say this again, Black women. Women should have shut the entire fuck up and allowed Charleston to deal with the men. That ain't got nothing to do with you, Black women. He's dealing with them. You need to be worried about how to get Black women back in order. But no, because see, everything is about pointing outside of me. So soon as Charleston get the men together, here come all the women who need to get their stuff together, right? Here come all the women who need to get their stuff together. Yup, see, Charleston? Now you see. Now you see. No. What you should have been doing is reversing what he said and telling it to yourself. Just like he telling Black men, they need to go apologize to the women they hurt. Black women, it's a lot of people y'all need to apologize to as well. But if I'd have put that in the comments, I'd have had 1 million people under there, women, telling me, oh, she'll pick me. Shut your stupid ass up. You don't know what you're talking about. See, you the problem. Because nobody want to look at themselves. Until we look at ourselves, we will continue to be in the rat race. Now, let's get into Charleston. Charleston is checking the men. And I'm telling you now, there's going to have to be a woman check the women. This ain't your conversation, black women, but it's good to listen, because what we need to do is listen to what he said and figure out how we can apply that to us. Let's get into it, because he said what was right. So Charleston is having this conversation with these guys, and they ask him, how can we compare or repair ourselves in our community? And Charleston first says, well, first of all, you need to apologize to the women you hurt in the past, your baby mamas and all this stuff. And of course, niggas, oh no, because these hoes, you don't understand, Charleston, because these hoes, the same thing women do. Let's get into it.
Like about you, both of y'all look at the kids, it's in them. That's where the generational curses come from. And nigga, if us as men can't realize that the bitch go put out what you put in her. Stop putting so much dick in her, nigga. Watch her behave properly. Give her some proper instructions. Give her some game, nigga. Show her how to heal her hurt with her mama. Don't put your hurt and her hurt together and y'all trauma bond to end up hurting one another and working against your children based on how y'all feel about each other.
But let me say something to you. You prejudge some of us.
I'm not prejudging. I don't know y'all.
Hold on,
I don't know y'all.
You stereotype.
I'm not stereotype. I'm saying me.
But let me.
And this is when feelings get involved, because he never pointed a person. But when you too emotional, these are grown men, by the way. But when you're too emotional to hear some real insight, the first thing you do is feel played. Whoa, wait, because you stereotype. You a hit dog hollering. That's all that is.
My nigga, let me speak.
I don't want. So this is why I don't do podcasts with black men, because you want to tit for tat me rather than moving to the next question.
I ain't tit for tat you. I'm trying to get some game.
No. You attack me by saying I prejudge. And I'm saying, homie, I don't know y'all to prejudge.
But what you said was a very prejudgmental statement about black men.
Well, because most black men are not in the home.
Exactly. You perceived us to be those type of black men. Yeah, the fuck you did.
I asked questions. I didn't perceive. I asked questions. I said, who been? Have you? I never perceived anything. I specifically asked questions because I know how to communicate in this form.
Okay, so if that is the case, you didn't give us a chance to clarify that we're not those type of men you talk about.
I never said you were. That's
Who
why I asked.
cares if you're the man? Listen, this is how you know he is the man that Charleston is talking about. Nobody specifically said you, and you. But again, when you're too afraid to look at that man in the mirror, your first thing is deflection. So now it's, oh, well, but wait, who you talking about? Because these ain't, yeah, you are definitely that man. That's you. He's talking to you. And that's why you hollering so loud.
Specifically, he said he wasn't. You said you did. Have you been in prison? Yeah. He said no. I did give you a chance.
I'm speaking to before that. When you talking about people, kids.
I never said y'all kids.
Our children.
I said black men. I didn't say y'all, nigga. 73% of households. 73% of households.
You didn't say it.
I didn't attack y'all, nigga. You took it as that. 73. I'm talking statistics without saying numbers. 73% of households are headed by a single mother. 80% of kids, father names is not on an emergency contact in school. I can keep going on, homie. So it's not y'all. I said us as a whole.
So
whatever you don't like about her,
that nigga said so. You can't.
They separate Mexican babies from their families, nigga.
Getting help.
Nah. You.
Hold on. I want to get to what he said about the black men versus the women. Hold on. Oh, I think I went down too far. This might be it.
And since this,
I'm not banning with no black man that got a problem with his baby mama.
Yeah,
I'm not banning with no black man that ain't got no control over his legacy. He can't even go change the baby last name and get his name put on the birth certificate. I'm not banning with that nigga. I'm not banning with no nigga that ain't birthed the babies, nigga, from all stages. You niggas got to go fix what's in the mirror. When you come out the mirror, look around the house and see what needs to be fixed. Nigga, when last time you fixed something in the house and didn't have to call nobody to do it? When did you and your son, you and your cousin, you and your brother went up there and fixed the toilet, fixed the roof, cut the neighbor, cut everybody grass? When have you niggas done that? The Mexicans do it. When a nigga go to jail, when do you nigga bring a nigga into jail and say, our brother is weak? Let's teach him how to be strong. Say, you go show him the punch combination. You go show him self-defense. Nigga, to the end, don't tell me about bandit with no nigga. You know why? You hate your baby mama. She hates you. How we gonna get together and the two people who made a seed can't even come together?
Hello?
I don't trust you.
All right. So what you think we need to do as a community to change that? In the sense of this.
I'm not banning with no black man.
That boy said, so what you think we need to do as a community to change that? He literally told you, you have to go and repair yourself. I learned that most people don't want help. They just want to complain about the cycle of bullshit that they lie in. Charleston made great points. How can I band with you in hopes that you help me care for everybody else when you don't even love you? You don't even love your children or the spouse or the person that you laid down with. A lot of people be getting pregnant by men. A lot of women get pregnant by men, and a lot of men get women pregnant that they literally can't stand. That's a trauma bond right there within itself. And now y'all creating a baby who's going to come up with all kinds of social issues, emotional issues, and even some other issues because you don't even like her and she don't even like you. Charleston said nothing but the truth. Black women, we say we want men to do this, that, and the third, but what is our role? What do we have to do in order to get those type of black men? In order to get those men to do what it is they need to do? What do we need to repair? I'll tell you, random sex. That's one thing. Y'all be letting anybody skeet in y'all. Y'all get pregnant by anybody. No selective breed, no nothing. Relationships be all up and down the street. We don't have our relationships with our parents. A lot of black women don't like their mamas. Let's talk about it. A lot of mamas don't like their daughters. The whole household is trashed and tore up. And the only way we can fix any of that is if we all stopped and looked in our own mirrors. But the fact of the matter is, if there was 10 people that was here and I said we all need to stop looking in our own mirrors, maybe 1 or 2 people might do it. The most would never. It costs too much for them. It costs too much healing and time and actual change. Most people like being in the cycle of BS that there are, but they love to come on the internet and complain about it. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Why is this important? Black America, first of all, Black American women. When a man is correcting other men, I've seen too many women in the comments. Mind your motherfucking business. You are a visitor. Let me say this again, because a lot of y'all ain't never grew up around men. So I'm going to help y'all out. When a man is correcting other men, Black women need to stay the hell up out of that. That don't have nothing to do with you. And if you want to join in, what you need to be doing is joining in, figuring out what you need to do to help facilitate that. It sounds asinine, huh? Because see, Black women have gotten to a place where we get to say and do whatever the fuck we want. And that's why we're in the position we're in. But the fact of the matter is, when men are dealing with men, women should stay the fuck out of it. And vice versa. And vice versa. Okay? I know for the feminists in the chat, that's just ridiculous. Oh my God, she's crazy. Oh Lord, she's going crazy. I know. Bless your little heart. Bless your little heart. Go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror. When men dealing with men, women stay out of it. When women dealing with women, men stay out of it. Charleston did it right, telling that to those men. Hopefully 1 or 2 of them catch it. But the fact of the matter is, most people watching it won't catch it. They'll just laugh, or they'll Joce it, or they'll talk about it, and they move on to the next and back into the same cycle. It's sick. Now I want to move on to another part of Charleston that I want to share with y'all. Let's talk about Charleston and his genealogy. So Charleston was on with what's the boy name? I Know the Truth. We Know the Truth Now. And the only reason I know that's who the boy is oh wait, before we move on, I want to share this sister with y'all. Before we move on off the Charleston and the relationship thing. I found this video for Black women. And I know Black women gonna hate to hear it, but it's the God's honest truth. This sister was speaking about how there are, you know how we have the divestors, and the divestors run around talking about, oh, we don't like Black men. We need to all just not deal with Black men. Well, this sister made a great point. She said that basically, if white men are better than Black men, then what Black women are saying is that the white women who raised those white men are better than you. Let's get into this sister. This one gonna hit a lot of people, and it's gonna make them mad. Oh well, she's telling the truth. Because if y'all want to, I'm not saying y'all, but there are some people, some black women who feel like there are white men who are above black men. And if white men are above black men, who raises the white men? If a white woman raised the white man, then you're saying that the white woman knows how to rear children better than you. Let's get into it.
If black men are so bad, who raised them? If black men are deadbeats, who raised them? If black men are broke, bum, dusty, down bad, impoverished, and musty, who raised them? Now, before you answer that question, I have to ask you this one. If white men are so great and they just know how to treat women and they are so respectful and they are providers, who raised them? If white men are so great and they treat black women so well, who raised them? When you say things like that, you don't understand that you are basically saying that the white woman knows how to raise her sons to be prominent members of society, but black women don't know how to raise their children and they shouldn't be raising children. That's what you're saying. So when y'all get on here and y'all talk shit about black men and y'all praise and uplift the white man, I want you to know and I want you to understand that you are praising the white mother as well. You're praising the white woman as well. You're basically saying that she knows what she's doing when it comes to child rearing, and black women don't know what the fuck they're doing. And black women need to stop having kids because look at how their kids turned out. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying whenever you talk about how bad black men are. How terrible they are. They were raised by black women. So who is responsible for these men that we got out here? They were raised with all their mother's influence. And they're deadbeats? They're trash? They don't know how to treat women? I wonder who's responsible for that.
Hello. Now, one thing I will add, the absence of a black father is also talked about, but that's not what we're dealing with. We're talking about black women. If you're raising the ain't shit niggas, then that means you're part of the problem. And let me say this too, because this is what some black women don't want to hear. Most of y'all are raising the ain't shit niggas y'all hate. That's why y'all date niggas who look like y'all little boys. Is this thing on? Can y'all see? That's why y'all dress y'all sons like the niggas y'all date. Y'all create the ain't shit niggas you love. Stop me when I start lying. The same niggas y'all hate and complain about, y'all dress y'all little boys like them. Y'all raise them with the same mentality. Stop me when I start lying. Now, I'm going to take into account that the black male absence does play a huge part in why that little boy is like he is. But we talking about who has access to this child 24/7. You're creating the man that you hate. That's a problem. Huge problem. But yet and still we on here hollering, it's black men, it's black men. But you dressing your little boy about the black men that give you problems. You treating him like the man who, because this is the thing, when black women get with black men who have them issues, a lot of times it be mama issues. So now you then perpetuate those same mama issues that you see in the nigga you having issues with your little boy. Oh, this nigga Spurl, all he do is wait on his mama, and then you turn around and wait on your son. Oh, this nigga get on my nerves. He can't do nothing without his mama. And not, baby, you all right? You need me? Everything you hate about the nigga, you turn around and put it on your son. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all don't want to talk about it, though. Y'all want to play the internet game like from 2020, where they say you right and they wrong, and then they say no, you right and they wrong. I don't play that game. We all got stuff jacked up. But at the end of the day, for black women who complaining about all these niggas, why do you continue to create them? And then why do you continue to procreate with them? If these niggas ain't shit, why you opening your legs? All the women that be in the chat, how about nigga this, nigga that, y'all fuck the most. Why y'all opening your legs to these ain't shit niggas? This is a genuine question. That's why I don't play with people on the internet. That's why I let y'all get in the chat and put them rag-ass numbers in there and talk this shit, because I know one thing. If I don't know nothing else, when we log off this bitch, that be the first ones in the nigga face. The ones on the internet hollering about nigga this, nigga that, men ain't this, men ain't, they be the first ones in the nigga face. The first ones. On the internet typing, talking shit, and the first ones at the nigga house, legs wide open, ready to get bust up in by ain't shit nigga. And then once they get pregnant, they come back and they say, oh, niggas ain't shit. I hate these men. Black men are horrible. No, girl, that don't go like that. That don't go like that. Y'all be the main ones typing. That's why when I be seeing y'all, I just be shaking my head like, girl, I see through it. I've been seen through it. All y'all in the numbers, men and women, in the chat with the numbers, and it's black men, and y'all the main ones. Lame ass mother. Y'all the main. Man, I can't stand no fake people. Fake people get on my nerves. I'd rather you just be you 100%. But I can't stand that. Y'all be the main ones, the first ones in a nigga face online talking about how niggas ain't shit. You gotta go heal, bitch. Some of you women gotta go heal. A lot of people gotta go heal. A lot of y'all gotta go heal. Reese's Cup, you might be one of them too. Because every time I turn around, you in the chat talking about what a black man doing. What you do? What y'all doing? Come on, listen. Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. It ain't gonna work until you fix you. Continue to put it on the man. Continue, and you'll continue living in hell. Continue to put it on the man, and you'll continue to live in hell. Until you fix you, none of this works. Until you fix you, I don't give a damn what they did. It's kind of like the children. When a child get in trouble, he said, but look, they doing it too. And don't it make you want to pop the little boy? I don't give a damn what they doing. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I don't care what they doing. I'm talking about you. Go heal. Go and heal. Go sit in front of that mirror and figure out what the fuck is wrong with me. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. I've been through it. I'm still going through it. But go sit in front of the mirror and figure out what's wrong with you. Watch when you do that, how your whole world change. But most people don't like healing. And most people don't like change. That's why most people refuse to sit down in front of the mirror. But to the women who out here hollering about black men this and black men that, you are not hitting. You're very, very well seen. Because everybody knows the people who holler about how they hate black men the most get the most black dick. Raglass hoes. On here cosplaying and playing in people's face. That's why I say the internet is full of shit. Everybody on this bitch playing. Everybody on this bitch playing. Everybody on the internet playing. Even in the chat. Everybody playing. Moving on. I want to get into Charleston White and his genealogy. I don't even like talking about relationship stuff. I swear to God, I don't. And the reason I don't like talking about relationship stuff is because I know how sensitive people get behind it. And I ain't got time for it. I ain't gonna lie. You can't tell niggas nothing. Most niggas, you can't tell nothing. So now with the genealogy bit, he sat down with We Know the Truth. And if y'all don't know who We Know the Truth is, he's on TikTok. I don't watch him often, but I did used to see him, a while or whatever when I used to be on TikTok. So he's on TikTok or on live with We Know the Truth, and he's talking about genealogy. Now, let me start by saying this. I'm not about to sit up here and act like Charleston don't know his genealogy. I'm pretty sure he does. I don't know if he does intricately, but I do know he does know his genealogy. But let me say this. Sorry. He's talking to We Know the Truth about genealogy, and he's talking about how he got his last name. I only watched the first 30 seconds of it, but he's speaking about how he got his last name, and he said that he is a ward of the white plantation. He even said he is a product of a motherfucker. Let this sink in. He's proudly going around the internet telling everybody that he is the product of a motherfucker. That literally means they makes the son sleep with the mama. This is what Charleston is proudly going around the internet telling anybody who would hear. He's a son of a motherfucker. Okay? I guess that's a badge of honor for him. I don't know. Now, why is this important? He's on live with We Know the Truth. And because, see, this is the thing. I can't tell you about your genealogy. There's nobody in the chat that I can specifically sit down and tell you who you are and about your genealogy. But when you do research on history and you understand how it contrasts with genealogy, a lot of times people who know their genealogy, you can kind of point them in the direction of, yeah, that ain't really, I know that's what you were taught, but that's not really what happened. Because sometimes it takes a knowledge of both. But a person like Charleston White, who's hell-bent on being a motherfucker and a descendant of a slave, you can't tell him nothing. And that's a lot of other people as well. So Charleston feels played because the man was trying to tell him about his genealogy. And he's like, you can't tell me who I am. And here we are. Let's get into it because I only watched the first 30 seconds. Let's get into this whole bit.
I don't look shit like African. I don't have no facial structures, no features of nothing of an ugly ass African skull. You can't tell me I come from land when I was made on a breeding farm. I come from a motherfucker.
Okay, who the people that bred though?
The white Sloans, where I get my last name from.
I'm saying, your grandmama side.
My grandmother's name is Lucille Helton. You can't tell me my bloodline, brother. I know my bloodline. I know my bloodline. My grandmother, which is my grandfather's, my mother's father, lived to be over 100 and something. I knew her. Her name is Lucille Helton. She was property of the White Sloan plantation. She was the first child born. My grandfather, Freddie White, he got the slave master's name, nigga. I literally got the slave.
Let me pause. White people did not come to America with those names. The biggest lie we've been told is that we got our names from them. Not true. They came here and took your last names. Does that make sense? They didn't come here with language. They didn't come here with skill. And they did not come here with a name. The biggest lie you've been told is that you got your last name from a plantation. That is a lie from the pits of hell. And Charleston's going to go on to say that his family ended up getting the land back. And I'm pretty positive it's because the white boy, it didn't belong to him from the first place. Probably the name didn't belong to him neither. The name probably didn't belong to the white boy neither. But people are so infatuated with the idea of roots in slavery, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. So he didn't even allow the man to say what he was going to say. Because I'm pretty sure what he was about to say was, if your grandmother ended up owning the land, then it probably was her land from the beginning. But you can't tell certain niggas nothing because we just love being attached to being a fucking slave. This is ridiculous. Let him finish cooking. This is crazy.
Slave master's name, and we got the slave master's land. So a dumbass nigga on TikTok can't come tell me shit by some he done research and he don't even know his granddaddy's mama.
How did your family get the land? Whatever.
You don't know your daddy's mama's mama, but you can tell me about where I'm from. If you don't get the fuck out of my face, nigga, you're not talking to no dumb nigga. You're talking to a nigga that know the past and know the future, nigga. All of us wasn't imported. All of us didn't come from a runaway Indian, nigga. Some of us come from a breeding farm. Hence, there's a book called How to Make a Nigger Slave. Hence, there's a book called How to Make a Nigger Slave. Niggers was created and made in America. I come from a nigger slave.
That is not true. None of what he said is true. Just because you came from a breeding farm does not mean you're not an Indian. What? So you say you don't come from Africa, but then you say you're not Indian because you came from a breeding farm. Who were they breeding, Charleston? Who were the people they were breeding? If you're not an African, then who were you? Who were your family that they were breeding? Again, we get so sensationalized with the idea of being a slave that when somebody try to correct you, you don't want to hear nothing. So now Charleston has believed for all these years that his name come from the white boy, that his name and everything, and oh, my bad, he's the product of a motherfucker. That would mean his great-great-grandmother had to sleep with her own son to create Charleston. He's proudly going around saying that. Let me let him finish cooking.
Look like one of them long fat head motherfuckers anyway. I don't look shit like African. I don't have no facial structures, no features of nothing of an ugly ass African skull. Nigga, I'm way more handsome than African. Look like no ugly ass African. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You don't know where you come from. You have to research it. All I had to do was attend family reunions, nigga. It's paperwork, it's lineage, and everything to my family tree. I hate for a nigga to try to put me and we and us and y'all all together. No, brother. No, brother. I ain't from no Africa, nigga. I'm born and made here in America, just like a motherfucking Cadillac in a Ford truck. Nigga, what is wrong with you, fool? I ain't never desired to be no motherfucking African. Now, on my father's side, his mother was a Cherokee Indian. His mother was a Cherokee.
That means it's ignorance for me. If your dad's mother was a Cherokee Indian, then that means your dad was a Cherokee Indian, which means you're at least half Cherokee Indian, dummy.
Cherokee Indian. Hence the hot cheekbones that I have right here. Nigga, can't tell me shit, because you done read a book and then Google down the wrong motherfucking me. Man, shut the fuck up. I done researched. Please, you ain't wrote no paper. You ain't got no dissertation. You ain't got no PhD college degree for me to think your research is credible, nigga. Fuck is wrong with these black motherfuckers that can read and write, thinking they smart and don't know shit outside of where they done been and can't tell me nothing about their daddies, pappies. Nigga, fuck you. And everything you believe in and stand for. I ain't you niggas, nigga. I come from a slave named Lucille Hilton, property of the White Sloan Plantation. That's why I wear my name with pride. Nigga, I got a slave master's name, and I'm proud to wear it. Nigga, white is right.
We pin that. I'm gonna rewind them because we're gonna talk about why he say that. We're gonna talk about why he speak the way he speak. Pin that part. I'm gonna rewind them.
Where they done been and can't tell me nothing about their daddies, pappies. Nigga, fuck you. And everything you believe in and stand for. I ain't you niggas, nigga. I come from a slave named Lucille Hilton, property of the White Sloan Plantation. That's why I wear my name with pride. Nigga, I got a slave master's name, and I'm proud to wear it. Nigga, white is right.
There you go.
Bitch ass nigga, I ain't for a nigga. Well, I ain't never been there. I wouldn't dare go back, nigga. Now nigga think they know every goddamn thing but don't know shit. Nigga, I don't know a motherfucking thing. And I ain't finna try to act like I do.
Is we gonna get reparation? That's what I want to know.
Who is we? I got reparations. You know how many white hoes I done fucked from 6th grade to now? Fuck you ain't get it. I got reparations, nigga. I didn't grow up in the ghetto. I didn't grow up in the ghetto. We still got the plantation, nigga. My family still got the White Sloan Plantation. Just because your family poor, nigga, and your mama didn't breastfeed you, I got reparations in my mama's breast milk, nigga. Your mama should have breastfed you. You would have been smart and intelligent and fared well in life.
I don't think I was breastfed, and I'm smart and intelligent. But anyways, Certain people you can't tell nothing, because what people don't know, and I'm glad this conversation came up, because he has a similar family history to mine. Like all my family is buried on their land too. I just left from out there this weekend, and I can go see all my family all the way up until damn near the 1600s. Okay, they all right there on one land. But the fact of the matter is, the biggest miseducation piece of this is that we got our names from the white boy. We didn't have no name. They gave us the name. And then somehow after slavery, we was able to buy back our land. This is the truth. And it's probably what the brother was about to tell him. The truth of the matter is, the reason why your family was able to buy back or get your land back is because it was theirs from the beginning. Stolen land. But you can't tell everybody nothing. There's a part I want to point out. When he said, I wed a white boy named Proudly. I've spoken to y'all on many occasions, about Charleston White, and I told y'all he's an op. I told you guys that if I were y'all, I would not entertain Charleston White because he is a paid operative for the Jews. He is a paid, well-paid operative for the Jews. Charleston has lost the plight and he has fallen in love with money. Charleston has been lost the plot and he has fallen in love with nothing but money. I don't know if he got frustrated from some stuff that happened with Black Americans. I don't know what it was, but whatever it is, all he cares about now is money. And the Bible says, for the love of money is the root, that's the beginning, to all evil. So if Charleston's main focus is money, then that probably means everything that he goes after and chases is behind money. And guess what that means? That root, that connection to him and whatever money he's chasing leads to what? Evil. Let me show you why I say that. Charleston hangs out with the Jews. He hangs out with Aiden Ross. And he doesn't mind selling his soul. I told y'all, he said that this is when I knew Charleston was on some shit. When he first got with Aiden Ross, he came back to us and told us he stopped dealing with Aiden Ross because they wanted to try to induct him into the Illuminati. Y'all remember that? He said, I stopped dealing with them white boys. They tried to induct me into the Illuminati, them white boys, gay, all kinds of stuff. And then shortly after that, Charleston was right back over there. But when he came back to us, he was telling us about how much money they pay him and how well he's doing and how his children don't want for nothing and how Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was stupid because they died and didn't have nothing to leave their kids, but I'm gonna be different. And I told y'all, no, you're not, because Jews don't let niggas die with nothing. There's not a Jew alive that let a nigga die with the money they gave him. Every nigga that got money from the Jews, when they die or before, they always take their money back. It's called dying poor. But in Charleston's mind, he's got it all figured out. He's in good with these Jews and they're his buddies and his friends, and they're going to make sure that he dies rich, and they're going to make sure that his children make it. Dumb, dumb, diddy. Dumb, dumb, diddy. Let me show you what the root, loving money and that root leads you to. Let's get into Charleston talking about selling his soul and what it takes to do that. Check it out. And this is not a joke.
The Bible says that men sell their souls, and this is how.
How can I sell my soul? I won't sell it. I'm sick, man.
You're gonna have to let me fuck you.
Yo,
if you want. I'll get you rich. You want to make some money?
That was crazy. Why are you thinking about it? You can fuck me in other ways.
Nah. But when you give up your manhood,
before we get into that, look at the pause.
I sell my soul. I won't sell it. I'm sick, man.
You're gonna have to let me fuck you.
Yo,
if you want. I'll get you rich. You want to make some money?
That was crazy. Why are you thinking about it? You can fuck me in other ways.
8 seconds for him to respond. 8 seconds for him to respond. If the camera was on, he probably would have bent over. If the camera wasn't rolling, if he hadn't already, he probably would have tooted it up, got rich, and came back to the niggas and been like, see? 8 seconds to respond. Let that sink in. All Charleston talk about is money, money, money. This is what the Bible speaks about. For the love of money is the root to all evil. So Charleston wants a lot of money. So what does Charleston have to do to get this money? Hang out with white boys who tell him they will fuck him in the ass to make him rich. That's what the love of money will do to you. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let me let the rest of the video play.
Nah. But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
It says a wicked man that covets and wants money so bad will not only sell his soul for it, but he'll also give up his manhood or his bowels, as the Bible says right here.
That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man.
So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place. What benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequence when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and play the music. He's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off, or talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction.
Hello.
It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing. And I've lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that.
And this is why so many men lose their minds after they quote unquote blow up. I don't know about y'all, but that could never be me. Wisdom, health, and peace are the real riches. All praise to the Most High. Shalom.
One more time for the beginning with Charleston.
The Bible says that men sell their souls, and this is how.
How can I sell my soul? I won't sell it. I'm sick, man. Fuck it.
You're gonna have to let me fuck you.
Yo.
If you want. I'll get you rich. You want to make some money?
That was crazy. Why are you thinking about it? You can fuck me in other ways.
And this supposed to be the man. I'm not saying ignore everything Charleston says, because a lot of the stuff he says, some of the stuff he says, he be spot on. What he said to those black men, he was spot on with. But you got to understand how you're dealing with people, and you got to know who to listen to and how to listen to certain people. It's never intelligent to close your ears completely to everything and everybody that you don't agree with, because you'll always miss something. That's why I tell y'all, I drag for people, but if they do something that makes sense, I'll tell them, I'll come on here and give them their props. Because first of all, I don't have no emotional connection to any of these people, number one. And then number two, even a person who I don't like and I think are an idiot, they can still have some real good information that I may need. So I never shut my ears completely to anybody. Okay? Now, with that being said, take the black man conversation off the table. No genuine, real black man will let any other person play with them like that. He literally said, you got to let me fuck you. And Charleston paused. Even if he didn't screw him in the butt, he proverbially did it on the internet. He don't have to physically do it now. He just did it to you in front of all of those hundreds of thousands and maybe even millions of people who will see it. Charleston has completely lost the plot. He's gone. He's not here for Black America. He's here doing the bidding of the Jews. Charleston is here to do the bidding of the Jews. That's why he continues to come back to Black Podcasts. Y'all wonder why he can't stay away from them podcasts? Oh, I quit. Then I'm coming back. Oh, I quit. Then I'm coming back. He keep coming back because the Jews sending him back. Why you think Charleston making all this money? You think it's because of the stuff that he's doing around here on the internet? Y'all got to be slow as turtles, nah. Y'all better go back and watch them movies, Judas and the Black Messiah. Y'all better go back and reread how the CIA used to do all kind of COINTELPRO and things. He's a huge plant, Simply Monique, huge plant. But people won't see it because we get caught up in the entertainment piece of it. And we just think, oh, no, it can't be. No, that's exactly what it is. Charleston is a mule for the Jews, okay? And whatever they tell him to come over here and do, he gonna come over here and do it. And he'll say it out loud. So when we talk about the white plantation and him, you can't tell me I wear a white boy named Proud. I'm a slave and I wear Proud. Now you see why? Charleston has a script that he has to follow. It ain't a well-written script, but it's something that keeps him in line. Let me say this before I hop up off of here. Don't completely close your ears to information from everybody. Don't ever, ever do that. Because when you do that, you are screwing yourself. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. The point I'm making is this. Discernment has to come back into play. If you have zero discernment, then that's how you get got every single time. Discernment is going to help you to realize what's real, what's fake, what I should take in and what I should not, what I should eat, what I should spit out. That's all discernment is. Most of us don't have that. And I've learned now recently that most people don't have a voice inside of their head. That is ironic to me. So with that being said, be mindful of that when y'all dealing with these people on the internet. Hell, myself included. I ain't nobody different. Well, I am different to me. But to y'all, I'm nobody different. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know me from a can of paint like y'all don't know Charleston from a can of paint. Okay? So I'm not even about to sit up here and put me on a pedestal like I'm up here and everybody down there. No. To y'all, I'm the same stranger that Charleston is, that Tasha K is, and all these other people. It's about your discernment. It's about being able to hear something and say, okay, that's good. Let me take it in. Or it's about being able to hear something and say, oh, no, that's not my thing, and leaving it and spitting it out the bones. Does that make sense? Let me read the rest of these super chats before I hop up off of here. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. This was a really good show. I really, really appreciate y'all. Be mindful of the things that y'all are dealing with today in today's society. Because I'm telling you now, everything is done by design. Everything is done by design. I think I read this one one of these. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Thank you so much. I think I'm down at the bottom with these super chats. Baby, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Bruno Mars, non-black, is singing our love songs. Of course, because now they're going to change. Now what they're going to do is try to change the identity of R&B. That's why the Bruno Mars and all them other people, Snow Allegra, all them, they just want to put, that's a way of paper genocide and stealing. That's all that is. Thank you, baby. 75 Dynamite, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. Says those weirdos went to a garbage dump to watch birds flying right now. Oh, sorry, flying in and out of garbage in Argentina. Who? Charleston? Oh my God. You know, streamers just do all kind of stuff. Thank you, boo. Baby, thank you for the super chat. Says, I was estranged from my extremely religious family for years. I still struggle with nervous system. The church destroyed my family. No action, no prayer. No action, just prayer and no self-correction. The church done a lot of damage. It done some good, but it done some damage too, boy. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. Thank you so much for the super chat. Robin Dick, thank you for the super chat. Says, I say all the time, we acorns need forgiveness and accountability on both sides. Facts. We are not perfect, but we need each other. And let me say this too. Thank you so much for bringing this out, Robin, because that's the whole point. I know I come off harsh to some, and I'm cool with that. But I'm telling you now, my whole message to you guys is now more than ever, we need each other. If we didn't need each other more than any other time in history, now more than ever, it's the time for us to come together. All that separatist shit, man, watch out. We already watching the rest of the world go to war with each other. Why would it make sense for us to have an infighting war with the women versus the men? It doesn't make any sense. We got to be careful about that, y'all. We got to come together. Thank you, boo. Archive T, thank you for the super chat. Says, Vu, can you give me a call, please? I would like to talk to you about something important. I'll email you. I'll be from my personal email. Thank you. Send me the email, boo. Send me the email. Thank you, boo. I'll call you. Send me the email. Shades of Skies, thank you so much. Shades of Skylar, thank you for the super chat. Says facts. I hate seeing gender wars within our community. I love, and black men. Sadly, if you say that too loud, you'll get called a pygmy. Exactly, and that is a problem. Whenever a black woman has to be quiet about how she feel about other black men, that's a huge problem. If this woman or me saying that we love black women it evokes something in you, you have a major problem. Because why does me loving a black man affect you so badly? And this is a genuine thing. If a person coming on the internet saying they love black men affect black women, another black woman so much, you have a huge problem. Like I'm talking about, you might need to go sit down and talk to somebody. You're supposed to love black men. You birthed them. Y'all want to hate the niggas you sleep with and birth the sons. That don't go like that. Because if you hate the niggas you sleep with, guess what? You hate your sons. Regardless of how you treat them. If you hate the nigga you sleep with, you hate your sons. Y'all got these celebrities got y'all thinking like that. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Shades of Skylar. Thank you. Healing Her Hustle, is that how you say your name? Thank you so much, Healing Her Hustle, for the super chat. Says, you are refreshing. I'm so grateful I found you. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I learn so much here daily, and you are real. Thank you for being you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Heavenly. Thank you so much. I don't mean to call you Heavenly like Dr. Heavenly. Thank you, Healing Her Hustle. Thank you so much for that, for those kind words. I need that. Thank you. Because sometimes I need the affirmation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Elite Super Brand, thank you for the super chat. Says, Big Facts Voodoo from BB and Tony. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Y'all like the video. And shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, love you, love you. Love y'all, man. For real. See Fisherman Cove. Say Fisherman. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. It says, happy Thursday, Voodoo Doll, baby. My name is Freeman. I've been watching you since the first Big Chief Topcast interview. Okay. I love your content and you have my story. Keep doing what you're doing, sweetheart. Oh, thank you. And shout out to BCU, Big Chief University, BCU Topcast on Instagram and YouTube. Make sure y'all pop up and pull over. Huge, big old teacher, big old lecturer, big old engine. Stop acting crazy. I'm a member of BCU. Stop acting stupid. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. And Daisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Charleston White is like a dead clock, only right twice a day. Facts. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to hop up off of here. I love y'all. We had 3 hours. Girl, every day I come on here saying I'm not doing that. Girl, I got to stop. Let me get up off here. I love y'all. I'm going to come back later on at the dollhouse and we going to Joce, what's that boy name? Blueface. And him saying and coming out saying that it was all a hoax with the Junior thing. So make sure y'all pull up for that later. Love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take care of yourselves and pay it forward. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.